rising local towns near Feldmass, and the other group that was hired by the town on the shore. I forgot the town we agreed on that being called, but they hired you to hunt down a group of goblins that have been stealing from the farms in the area. Both those jobs would lead to the same forest. And while in transit, like near the edge of the forest, both groups meet each other at the same time. And having had interaction with each other in the past, you decide to do the job together, considering you're going in the same place. And last session, we agreed that you guys would have character interaction of the journey through that forest. Now we're going to start the session having actual combat, basically. Like, we're not having any RP this session, basically. It's going to be all battle.
Sweet.
Murder!
Yeah, lots of murder. So immediately I'm going to have you guys...
I feel like I don't really need to take notes to this.
I mean, you
Yes,
might,
you do.
considering what you guys end up doing. If you guys just go straight up, like, murder everything, you won't need to take notes. But if you guys actually go another route, or literally just do whatever you want, talk amongst yourselves, see what you want to do.
The question is, what do we spot before we go in?
Well, I'll have you guys do that in a second. So while traveling down the main road of the forest that actually leads along the eastern side of the forest, you guys are able to mostly stay undetected by other creatures you've seen roaming through. There's a couple bears, obviously plenty of deer and all that kind of stuff. Normal animal beasts of the area. A couple things that people start noticing, though, that are fairly easy to find are markings on trees. There's red ribbons around almost half the trees, and on the left side there are blue ribbons. So on the right side there's red ribbons, on the left side there's blue ribbons. You don't know what that signifies, but you assume it means something. And this is only along the path. You don't see it further out in the forest, just near the path.
Could I make an investigation check around?
You could.
I am going to check the blue ribbon side.
Okay.
Sorry, Joe, did you say right was red, left was blue?
Yes.
Lovely.
Also, I don't know if anyone else does, but I have the world map open.
I got it open as well.
Cool.
How to open it now you said that?
I will draw a thing that signifies where I am.
Oh god, it opens so crazily. Let's resize this.
Got it.
Think that worked? Maybe? Probably.
I do not see any drawing.
Do you see the H?
No.
No.
No, I don't see it.
Where are you drawing it?
It's near Feldmast.
You knew.
No.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Nada.
Oh, well, the game crashed.
Woo!
Oh, lovely.
Great, that means everybody's crashed.
Well, no, it just has like that spinny thing on the mouse.
Oh, okay, that's wheel.
Yeah.
Spinning wheel of death, got it.
The spinning wheel that signifies that something most likely crashed.
So I rolled a
Hooray!
non-natural 20.
I was going to say that's a nice one.
Yeah, I could see that. With that, you'd be able... First of all, what you notice immediately about the blue ribbons, they're much more old. Like
Yeah,
they seem...
nope, it's crashing.
Oh, it did?
It's starting to, maybe not.
No, it just lagged for a minute.
I don't know what's
Well,
that.
I'm back, and I
mine's
think
stuck.
the H is back, maybe?
Yes,
The
it is.
H is there, it's hardly noticeable though.
Yeah,
Oh,
try
yeah.
to zoom in.
I
See the
am
H.
zoomed in, it's still hardly noticeable.
Yeah.
It's fairly terrible.
HT.
H-I.
Oh, HI. Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi. The
So
lowercase
that's
h and
worse.
uppercase I. I literally put that there just so you guys know where you guys are on the map.
Gotcha.
So we're in
Why
that
don't we do
forest.
this?
I mean, you know, I want it to be different. But yes, we can't just...
Beautifully done.
I mean, we could also do this.
Oh,
Alright, you square.
I mean, the
Excuse
point
you,
is,
that
it's
is
a lot
on
more
its side, that is a
noticeable.
rhombus.
I like
the
Okay,
wall on
everyone
its side is
chill.
still a square.
Everyone
Anyways,
chill.
back to the game.
Gotcha.
With a 20, you'd be able to discern that the blue ribbons on the left are a lot older. Maybe like the red ribbons would probably be around a year old, while the blue ones look like they've been there for a very, very long time. Some of them are also much more torn up and dirty.
This is strange. One side older, the other one is younger.
And actually, like looking at some of the blue ribbons that are dirtier, you can actually get a small scent of something. You can't tell exactly what it is, but it is a scent of some creature.
An animal?
You assume it might be an animal.
Strange.
A lot of things fit the category of animal.
Eye for detail. What's that?
I have no proficiency with nature, so I doubt I would know what the fuck it is.
I do.
Can you
Well,
tell
maybe-
what kind of...
Maybe the fish that's nature born would know things.
Or the druid.
Or the druid. There is a druid in your guys' group.
Good point.
Okay.
Let's have the druid do it. He's probably better than me.
Okay, take it
Theoretically.
away.
Who knows?
There.
So a nature check.
Yes, nature check.
Yeah, he's better than me.
Fantastic. All right, so the scent reminds you of a couple things. You get the distinct smell of feathers, so something either bird-like or of some sort like that. But the other scent is a much more deep, musky scent. Hello, Storm. Something akin to something with a lot of fur. That's all you're really able to discern, other than that.
My only thought is griffin, all of a sudden, but I wouldn't know, really. There may be many more creatures. You know, like a cockatrice, fuck that.
I don't think they actually have that many feathers.
Cockatrices have feathers.
They have some,
Yeah,
just
no.
not a lot.
They have feathers
Yeah,
around
they're not furry,
around
are they?
They're not furry. They're definitely not furry.
Yeah, so that's no good. That's not the one that we're looking for.
You're looking for something with feathers and fur.
Feathers and fur.
And again, griffin comes to mind,
Okay.
or hippogriff, or
Yeah,
I don't know
so-
what other creatures.
There are plenty of tracks in this path, by the way, so that is also a thing.
Anyone good with the tracks of creatures?
Survival.
No.
Not really.
Nope.
I could seduce someone.
I mean, we all know you can.
Seduce the tracks.
I mean,
All right, here we go. Seducing the tracks. Reveal to me your secrets.
I mean,
Okay.
You know, if you had gotten an natural 20, I actually probably would have done something with that. But you didn't, so...
Derek, do you have any good survival skills?
I have good survival skill.
I can. I got.
I'm not going to enforce it, but it would be nice if you guys actually talk to each other in character. You don't have to, but it'd be kind of interesting to see.
Creature object.
Anyway, that's what I was saying. Hey, does anyone have any good with tracks? That's why that part I said was in character.
Yeah.
AKA say
Eye for detail.
characters' names.
So,
I'm not sure what I have for detail be something really good.
I
I'm
mean,
really intrigued in the fact that are we heading north or southbound from where our location?
You guys are heading southeast. Or no, southwest.
Gotcha. So the fact that the left side, the blue is heading up to Fell's Mast and the red is heading towards the town we're heading for, it's kind of making me wonder about a route. I don't know, it might be for trade or if it might be for something else, but I mean, if I could use my eye for detail and do some type of investigation for the red side and see if that gets anything.
What do you roll with that?
I'm not actually sure. I'm still trying to figure this out myself.
You can open up the details of that ability with the little shield.
Right, and it says starting a third level, you can use a bonus action to make a wisdom perception check to spot a hidden creature object, or to make an intelligence investigation check to uncover or decipher clues.
Ah, okay. So in other words, you either use perception or investigation. Which one would you like?
I would like to use
Whichever one is higher would be a better bet.
oh,
Yeah,
so then
what's your
definitely
intelligence?
my wisdom's higher than my intelligence.
Then you want perception.
I'll
You want
just do a
perception.
check. So what would that be? Like 20? Die?
Actually,
You could drag it
your,
from your-
I'm just gonna say this right now. Your investigation is actually higher than perception because you have investigation trained while perception is not.
So you can just, if you're in the skills tab on your character sheet, Derek,
Yeah.
Gives you a total
almost
under-
all the way to the right next to the shield, you can click on that box and it'll roll the stat.
So
You can also click and drag it, and it'll do the same.
That would work too.
Yes.
like this.
There you
Ah,
go.
shit. I didn't do.
I
Fuck
mean-
this.
So first of all, having been pointed out that there is a slight musky scent, you're able to discern that some of the tracks near the ribbons also have that musky scent, and you can tell that some of them lead off towards the red side as well.
Hmm.
So it seems like some ribbons on the left and some ribbons on the right have that scent.
Is it a warding thing? Like, did the tracks go onto the trail at all?
Yes, it's primarily on the trail.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons why I'm saying you guys are able to see the tracks. It's just there's a lot of them.
I mean, like I said, I grew up in a town where nature was revered as sacred. I have exceptional skills at tracking creatures.
Then go ahead, be my guest to find out what exactly it is.
Well, there we go. Yeah,
Are you trained in survival?
Yep.
You are trained in survival. All right then. In that case, having picked up the scent and also seeing the individual tracks going from one ribbon to another, you're able to discern that they are a bear of some sort.
oh boy.
Oh no!
Also, it's walking on its hind legs.
What? I don't like that.
Oh
Let's
shit, you asshole.
I
I know exactly what this is. Fuck you.
Yes, I know, Storm, you're depressed that you're not here as a ranger. Anyway, can I make a... I don't have nature check, nature proficiency, but I want to make it because I want to know my character to know what this creature is.
Well, considering he would probably have stated that it's a bear of some sort, you can make an intelligence check.
Okay. Intelligence check. Well,
It's an owlbear. It's straight up an
it's
owlbear.
a fucking owl bear. So unless you wanna go into the territory of that,
Supposedly, it's an owlbear that is able to mark trees.
that is very strange. Why is it
I mean,
marking
I'm
trees?
kind of curious. A little bit.
Should we investigate this or leave it be?
I will
That's
go
up
with
to you
the
guys.
Normally I'd
Keep
say
in mind, you
that
guys have 2 jobs to do.
we should continue on to our jobs, but
We
if there's
check
an
it on the way
owl
back.
bear around and it's in the territory, then that could complicate things. We should probably investigate and make sure that we're not jeopardizing ourselves.
Very well. Which one's the freshest tracks?
Does everyone agree to that? Does everyone want to?
I have no argument.
Hey Aurora, can you
Anyone
find
else?
which tracks? Can you find the tracks or?
Having seen and smelt things, you're able to follow the tracks decently well.
Okay. No one else have any objections to this?
Nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
I'm good.
Okay, let's go and keep an eye out.
All right. Well, as you guys set off, I want all of you to make perception.
Okay.
As you're walking and following the track.
Perception, you say?
Yes, perception, I say.
I did so well.
I did okay.
I got a 17.
I
Eh.
did. Not the worst. Not the worst.
I'm not Steve, so
Yeah, I did the
Be
worst.
your eyes, Nestro.
All right. So
What does your
anyone with a 15 or higher, which would only be Nastril,
Yeah.
you're able to mostly see the tracks lead off in one direction towards the red side, and some of the other tracks actually split off, go towards the north, which is also the red side, but back the way you came.
Right.
But the tracks that you guys are currently following, you look off in the distance, and most of the trees in this area aren't marked. But every now and then, where the tracks lead, there is a tree that has a scratch mark.
So it's making some type of trail for itself, some way to let it know which direction it needs to go.
Huh.
Indeed. And it seems the further in the forest you get, the more deeper those marks are.
Well,
Also,
Like-
indication of how close it is to its home. That is strange. Okay. Should we start making stealth checks just to make sure it doesn't see us as we enter its territory?
a what check?
Stealth.
Stealth.
Oh, stealth check. I'm down for that.
Sneaky.
I'm down for that.
You
Well,
guys
I'm
go
not gonna-
first.
I'm not going to tell you guys what your rolls are, but I want all of you to make your stealth checks and drag it over to the tower in the bottom right-hand corner. I'm not going to tell you what your rolls are,
Joe, why? No.
because this is a rule that I am making from now on.
Fuck. Okay. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna.
I know I did shitty because I have disadvantage.
oh, okay. So that tells you what we rolled.
Yeah, it tells
Yes,
him what
but you
we
got-
roll,
Yeah,
but
not us.
we don't
you guys
know.
don't know.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you. You
How would-
think you're stealthy?
I wonder
But
how
you
many
can't
of us
see
tripped
yourself.
and fell on
oh,
our
I
faces.
love that feature. That is amazing, and I love it, and I want to incorporate this more.
I want to
Oh
murder
my
you.
God.
You're welcome. All
I
right.
love it.
Oh shit.
This is a great idea. Why hasn't this been done sooner?
Because I just thought of it right now. I
Alright.
forgot that the tower was a thing. However, you guys keep walking through the forest, trying to be as quiet as possible. Most of you are fine as you're walking along. Some of you seem to be more attuned to the forest than others. Specifically, Aromi is able to actually help others avoid certain
Noisemakers.
giveaways, such as like twigs or
Um,
rustly leaves or anything like that.
Cat? Right back.
But for the most part, you guys traverse the forest just fine. There's no big snares or anything that come along. Following the tracks deeper in, you actually get to a small, what is it called? Why can't I think of words?
Clearing.
No, not a clearing. It's a cave mouth, but it's a solitary hill kind of looking thing that's made of rocks. I mean, it's a cave, but it's in the middle of the forest.
So it's a cave.
Yes, it is a cave. You also notice that there are more than one path. There's a path that you guys obviously just
Unless you
followed
were
that-
trying to think of the word crevasse.
No, not crevasse. It's a weird word that I was trying to think of because I like weird words.
Alright then.
Anyways, so you guys find the cave and you notice that there are a few paths or tracks, and actually some of them are like more ingrained into the ground. The ones that you guys are following seems to be fairly new, within like the past couple weeks maybe. But they go off in different directions, and as you look around the trees near the cave opening, the claw marks are literally covering the entire tree, and it looks like it's like a scratching post almost.
Can I make an investigation to see if there's any bodies or anything such as that?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay. roll that one, I bet. No, hey, 18.
Okay. Looking around, you don't see any indications of bodies or anything like that. You do see small rodents, maybe a couple of birds here or there, but nothing humanoid in shape or size.
Okay.
Not at the cave mouth, at least.
Can anyone look at these tracks and tell us roughly how many creatures there might be?
Well,
I could probably do that then.
go right ahead. That would be a nature thing,
Oh, nature.
or survival, either
Oh,
one.
okay, because earlier it was survival. That's why.
Yes. Looking at the tracks and the directions that they go off into, and also the heavy track in towards the cave opening, you discern that some of the tracks are fairly new and are smaller. So that indicates that there's either young or maybe multiples that are smaller. But you can't quite discern the exact number, other than that there are a lot of tracks going from one point to another.
Okay, I think we should leave this alone. Because Mama Owlbear would not like us being anywhere near its children.
Mama Owlbear
Okay,
wouldn't like us
sorry.
being anywhere near
Did
its
I miss
fucking
anything
territory.
important, guys? Because sorry, I just need to write it down.
No, Storm. No.
Raise them as
Raise them
your
as
own.
your own. Oh man,
That never ends well.
never.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's babies in there. Yes, no.
Possibly.
Not necessarily babies, but at least younger than full grown.
Adolescent, if you will. The rebellious teenage years.
Ooh.
We could tell them we're a circus, they might run off with us.
We're like newborns and there's no point. Jesus, Storm.
I think we should
I think
just
yeah,
mark it and leave it.
Yeah, that's a vacant area.
All right. So you guys leave the cave opening and go back to the path.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So heading back towards the path, a couple things happen. First of all, I want only Nastril to make a perception check again.
Perception check. Hold on one moment. There it is. Okay, I found it. In the open area or in the castle?
In the open air.
Gotcha. There you go.
Everyone can see it. Doesn't matter.
Ah.
All right. So looking back towards the way you guys came, there is a claw mark on a tree that was literally just made seconds ago.
Oh shit. You say seconds ago, that means there's motherfucker in the area. So
There's a bear somewhere, an owlbear in this area. Yes.
we should keep a formation to where we have the beefy motherfuckers on the outside, while we have the people with the long range attacks towards the inside. Keep since we don't know exactly where, other than behind us, but let's make sure we have the stronger people that can handle that fucking on the main focus area.
In other
Who would
words,
that be?
people that have muscle in front.
Yeah, I guess what is that, strength? Yeah,
That would be the barbarian, the monk, those kind of people. The
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 melee.
paladin, yeah.
that's just my
yeah.
recommendation. I mean,
Makes sense. And I take position to...
So, question for you guys: do you know where the party sheet is?
Yeah,
no.
it's next to the
Yes.
combat sheet.
I don't even know what either of those are.
Okay.
All the
So
way
in the
top.
top right, you'll see a bunch of different icons.
Yeah.
One of those icons are two swords crossing. The icon directly next to that is the party.
So the three people with the eye.
Yes.
Huzzah! I found
Just to put it in layman's terms.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the three people with the eye next to them. That's the
Got
party
it.
sheet.
Okay, I have it.
Which, by the way, has leftover money from our previous games.
It does.
Yay!
Which it
I
should
say we keep it.
Oh, come on, let us keep it.
The 2,000 platinum, 17,000 gold. All the
Oh,
gems.
at least let us
It's all
keep the
done.
gems. Come on.
So this is the party sheet and what?
We all come on, give us all a shiny gem.
Nope, not today. All right. So what I'm
Derek,
actually
give me
going
your
to
money, damn it.
drop all of your characters in the party sheet. Aurora.
There's way too many A's in his name.
Nick, what the fuck did you just say? I couldn't hear a word of it.
Yeah, you're really quiet.
Party. I'm eating pizza.
Yeah, he moved the mic away because he's eating food and doesn't want to make weird
Smack
noises.
Stop it.
Yeah, those.
He doesn't want to om nom in our
Derek,
ears.
what are you gonna do about it?
Fucking banish you to hell. I don't know.
Local mute you so he doesn't have to hear it.
That too, I could also do that, but you know.
Okay.
Did I get all of you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 of us. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. So, on the right-hand side of the party sheet, you guys will see a couple tabs. The tab that you want to go to is Order. This is where we're going to do small combats. So, like 1-on-6 or whatever.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
I cannot use that. That would actually make everything worse.
Can't hear you, Nick.
I cannot
He
use.
said I cannot use. Sorry.
I cannot use that. That would make everything worse. We're in a forest.
Do it. Who cares? Screw it. We're trying to kill things in the forest
It's
anyway.
totally
Kill
a
it.
fireball. He's going to burn all of the forest down.
Do it. You know you want to.
But you know you don't.
Murder,
because-
murder, 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 murder,
Wait, you
murder,
can't have a
murder,
fireball.
murder, 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 murder.
I think the druid might have an issue with that.
Yeah. About to say, let the druid
No, no, no.
like, happen.
I also want to point out he can't have a fireball. It's a 5th level. Well, it's a 3rd level spell slot. 5th level
Yes, which,
availability.
yeah, I was going to say that's a 5th level.
I don't
Which he
know.
does not have yet.
I don't know these things.
Plot
What
twist.
is
you-
level? Ew. All right. So, going to the party sheet, I want you guys to arrange yourselves as you think you would be in the game.
How do you
In
do?
marching order.
No.
How do you do it?
Drag you. Oh, I have to do it.
No, you have to drag the
So
characters.
where are we putting the front of the group?
The front is on the top.
Yeah, front is top.
Top. Okay.
Alright.
So put yourselves where you think you would be standing. It can be 2x2,
Probably
3x3, 4x1.
Mm, I'm gonna start over here.
Could
Oh,
probably
no,
be out front.
Just on top of you.
So is everybody the
I'm
front?
okay with this.
No. Oh god. Just shush.
Derek's just gonna stand out to the side, even though he's been our eyes for this whole damn thing.
I mean, he could be the scout, because, you know.
Fair.
There we go.
All right. So, walking through the forest, I want... Actually, no. You guys are just going to keep the stealth rolls because it hasn't been broken yet. So, we're just going to go back. Now I want everyone to make new perception rolls.
Hmm.
Perception.
Oh,
Right
okay.
under nature.
Yeah.
What report?
Hey, I might actually see something this time.
That's fucking awful.
I
I do not. I am as blind as a bat.
Good job,
fucking
Nick.
sneezed.
So,
I did
everyone
okay.
over 15. I'm actually going to, real quick, bring one of you into Whispery because one of you is over 20. That would be Aurora.
Man, we are blind. Where are our glasses?
I left mine back at wherever we were staying, so.
I sneezed. That's all I can say. I was doing fine, and then fucking something caught my nose.
I have like 3 people
I
in
do
front
that.
of me, so it's like 4 people in front of me, so it's like, okay.
Nope.
So,
So,
is anyone
do we
else
have-
thinking that Nastrel's about to die?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
He's
No.
fine.
No.
Because you have us in this tight formation, and then Nastrel's just out to the side, open.
He's actually more forward than everybody else, too.
Well, don't forget, it was behind us that we were
It's
seeing this shit.
It's storm. Steve, are you recording this?
Obviously.
Do we have someone that is a range character?
We are back.
Technically that.
So the other person who got a 17, which would be Lily,
No.
you actually
That's
noticed.
not me.
Not Lily.
That's not me, love.
Oh,
That's
no, I'm dumb.
I'm
I
Astria.
saw the A, and then I just assumed.
There's a lot of 8 names.
There are a
okay?
lot of.
There are a
names,
lot of
guys.
A names.
You can blame me.
You guys.
4 out of 6 are A's.
All right.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna change my.
It should be fair.
And
A
nickname.
lot of them are very white as well in their
They're
tokens.
very white. Yes, they are very white.
White power. I mean, what?
Oh, okay.
Oh, Steve.
He wasn't going there. Jesus Christ.
If you're not
Alright.
white, you
That's on the internet now.
Yeah.
And
Good
the
job.
paladin, what you noticed actually in this area, as you were walking through the forest, you noticed there's actually quite a few goblin tracks in this area.
Yeah, goblins.
Oh, guys, goblins on riding on freaking.
Am I good to talk now, Joe?
Yeah, you're good to talk.
Okay, so upon noticing the goblin tracks that somebody else noticed, I'm also going to point out the 17 goblins dragging the
19.
owlbear. 19 goblins dragging the owlbear that's unconscious.
It's like 700 feet off to the northwest.
Oh, that's a little bit mean. It's got babies.
Actually, let's hope that thing.
God, I
Okay.
can like
Do you think
not
those are
hear a
goblins?
damn thing you say.
He said, let's help that thing.
Do you think those are the goblins that were trying to attack for that freaking?
We're trying to get
the lodge?
bandits. They might be the bandits.
There's
Well,
goblins.
no, remember, one group has bandits, one group has goblins.
Why are you making?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
How the fuck did you do that?
How did I do what?
Oh,
My fucking
Oh.
guy.
If you
Yeah,
hold
you have to-
control
you have to
when
hold
you
control.
use the skull thing, then it increases and decreases size.
What the fuck?
okay, let's stop that.
All right, so, I mean, if one of us does have the goblins, it would make sense because then.
Who
There's
had
a
the
good
goblins
chance.
again? Which group was that?
That would
Not
be
the
good.
angels.
Okay. Guys, I found the goblins we might be looking for.
Okay.
If we help you with these goblins, you can help us with the bandits then.
Okay, no, it's yours. This is goblin.
Oh, well, if you help
You're
us
the
with
goblins.
Fucking these things are confusing the shit out of me.
I'm so glad I did this.
The angels are dealing with bandits. The non-angels are dealing with.
Okay, so the ones with the letter A are angels, and then those without are
I'm
not.
not an angel.
I'm not an angel. Well,
But
I'm
I
an
said-
angel.
Oh my God, people! Jesus Christ!
Sir,
We can't do anything
We're all
coherently.
angels.
I think it's because this freaking Slim said that immediately, and my brain went copy.
There's actually
Oh
only
my
one
God.
person.
Oh,
Okay,
oh
okay, let's
no! I just had a great thought, and I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to give it to you guys.
just fuck you. Charlie's Angels, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
I love
You gotta
it.
make me Charlie.
I was about to say, dang it, Derek, you stole my joke.
Haha.
Fuck you.
Or angels in the outfield, either one.
No,
Nah,
that's,
it's not
that's not
as
as good.
Interfering and the
It's
other
not
one.
nearly as good, but the other one's great.
Okay, so
All
what are we
right.
doing? We're killing them.
Are you? I don't know.
That's
I
what I was
mean,
asking.
we're tasked to hunt them. I'd like to
We
hunt them.
have stealth right now.
You do
And
have stealth.
surprise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could surprise them.
So
Fucking take them out.
I would suggest that you guys move your characters to the far bottom of the party sheet.
Oh Jesus, where'd he go?
To the far bottom.
On the bottom right.
Keep our same
Click it,
organization
drag
patterns.
down, and you zoom down, and you move down on the map. Angel beats. Oh God. I need to watch that thing, mostly because it's ridiculous. It's all fuck.
All right then. All right, so you guys sneak up towards this group.
How do I move the map?
you
In the
move,
bottom right
the bottom
corner,
right-hand
there's that
corner,
little
there's-
yellow thing. Click and drag on that, and you
Yeah,
can.
drag it. Actually, if you zoom out all the way, then yeah, it'll
Hold
be
on. It's only up, down.
Yeah, it's only up down.
yeah.
Okay.
If you zoom all the way out, there's no point in doing that.
How the fuck?
Murder hobos. All right.
Well, our job is to murder these fucking goblins anyway, so it's not really murder her.
So you guys get into the area, probably within a couple 100 feet, and as you follow the goblins, because they are dragging this owlbear through the forest, one thing becomes very apparent: these aren't normal goblins.
Of course they're not.
A few of the goblins have a red outline to them. It's not their skin; it's almost like they have an aura around them.
Could I make an arcane check on that?
You could.
21.
All right. So, first thing that you notice about one of these goblins that has this aura, it seems to be kind of just out of it. Like, it's not really paying attention to what's going on. And it needs to be led around by other goblins. This seems to be true with all the other goblins that have this kind of aura. And it doesn't seem like they have a mind of their own. They don't react to anything. They just kind of walk. The other thing that you notice is that almost all of these goblins don't have eyes.
Oh.
Oh. We're dealing with some bad magic right here. They're being led around and under the influence of magic to make not panicky and used. Well then, which one's the magic caster? Or where are they? Is the question.
Depends on how close do you think they might be.
Depends if
So you could either attack the goblins now, you could just sit here and do nothing. Up to you guys.
I think we
Discuss
should
amongst
probably-
yourselves.
Well, the way I see it, there's about two options. One, we tail them to see where they go. Or two, we attack now and not give them a chance to possibly regroup with the bigger element.
That is true. We
Mm,
could just take out the ones that are leading the other ones too.
indeed. I do have the sleep spell that may work.
That will work. I don't think the ones that are
I
leading
mean, hey, I'm all for an advantage.
So everyone prepared to attack. If no one has any arguments against it.
What'd you say, Nick? You're too quiet.
I said
Everyone prepared to
maybe
attack.
if everyone's ready to attack and excuse me, and there's no the fuck? Why do you did that?
Would I do what?
Someone's just turn off and turn on the mic for some reason.
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
Okay. If no one has
Joe.
any arguments against it, I think we should prepare to attack.
Yes.
Is there any other animals around at all?
Make a nature check.
More so specific to the owlbear, because we think there's more of those from what we'd noticed before. So
So you're specifically looking for other owlbears?
yes, or evidence that there might be others in the area.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
I completely forgot about that, Lucas.
Yes.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make my check. Oh boy.
Well, from what you gather, not really. It's hard to tell considering it's a pretty large forest, probably like 20 to 30 miles
All right.
in all directions. So, really, you'd have to get a feel for where the other area is because this is just one area of the forest, and obviously, there's an owlbear right there. So obviously, there's going to be tracks from that owlbear. But
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
really tell.
All right. Is there any other animals around though?
Oh yeah, funny. You don't really need to make a nature check for that. Just looking around, there are birds flying about.
Something useful in a fight?
Not really.
Okay.
Use the
There's
burst for
deer.
distraction.
Yeah.
Try to attract their attention for a quick second so we can get the big old drop on them.
No, they don't know we're here. We get the big old drop on them anyway.
Indeed.
Yeah, we kind of get that regardless.
So, saying that, Nick, you forgetting where you are for a quick second, you step on a twig and it snaps, and one of the goblins turns and sees you.
So much for
I'm going
element
to
of surprise.
immediately Eldritch Blast him.
All right, I want everyone to roll initiative.
Roll for initiative! What's that? Which die?
It should be on the character sheet.
Go under
Say
here.
IN.
So I'm going last.
Dope.
I am going not last.
I'm going right before you.
I'm not last.
I'm going first.
Yay,
Haha.
Romy are at the same spot.
Yeah, we could share. I like sharing.
Yay, turn sharing.
Oh, hold up a second, guys. Hold on. I'm dumb. We might have to be
Forgot to clear out
redoing that.
You
Oh,
Combat tracker.
Joseph.
Yes.
combat tracker.
You forgot to clear the
Completely forgot
combat
about-
tracker, really?
I did.
Oh, you forgot that.
Where's
Everyone else got
Benjamin
in
and what
there.
is breaking?
I
Damn
was
it!
breaking Benjamin.
Damn it, Storm, stop.
All right.
Do we have to
So
roll
drag
it?
you in there. Oh, no.
Sunshine is still on this, huh? This is all the old names.
I'm just
Aslia, Sunshine,
Yeah,
Aravan.
these were the pirate campaign.
Yar.
Your horror means 80s.
Alright.
All right.
What's this about a combat tracker? Where's that?
The two swords smacking against each other on top. Right.
Aha, I found it.
Okay, now roll again for initiative because Joe fucked
Because
up.
I'm dumb and suck.
Okay.
Oh, well. Nothing.
Wow.
God damn
Oh,
it.
come on, I like my other number better.
I had a
Aha.
24.
Oh man, if I roll crap on this, I'm gonna really cross. Oh! No, I'm good.
Can we like roll our numbers again or something? 'Cause I like my other number better.
What was your other number?
My other number was a 19. Same with I think Lily.
I'll let you edit it. It's fine. You can edit the
No.
combat tracker, right?
No.
No, I think you have to do that. I know I was at a 24.
19.
I like the
Romy
people
was
in the
also
back
a
where the
19.
people are last.
Ah, come on! Don't like actually no, I don't want to go first because I've got no fucking idea what I'm doing.
You wouldn't be first, Lily. Oh, the other number you would.
Yeah.
No, even with her 23, I beat her in the first roll.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Alright, Steve.
24. Did you really get the same roll twice, Lucas?
Yes.
That
Wow.
sucks, buddy. Wow.
He got a 1 both times.
Oh my god.
You know what? It's better that he gets his ones out of the way now.
That's like short.
Also, I want to state that it's ridiculous that I have a +8 to initiative.
Well, at least you aren't going last, Lucas. Nick got a
Yes.
fucking 4.
And
How
the
do you
one
get
in
an
the back
initiative
that's
bonus then?
He doesn't have an
Everyone in the
initiative
back
bonus.
is- Everyone in the back is apparently last. He kind of really bad.
Steve, how does the how do you have a +8?
Well, I have a 16 dex, but I also took the alert feat.
Ah, okay.
Let's do it. Alright. So, now I'm fine.
Oh, I also have the highest. No, I don't.
Please.
I was gonna say I also have the highest health, but I don't.
No.
I have the lowest health.
Until you turn into a fucking creature.
Talking.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
But just passing the time until you do your thing.
Yep.
Yep, don't mind
I'm
us.
gonna repeat my question. Do we have a ranged fighter?
Hello.
Wait, how many?
Someone besides Nick?
I'm officially the
one.
tank.
Well, Nick, aren't you packed to the blade?
I'm packed to the blade, but I have fucking disco lights of death.
Yeah, fair enough. I always knew that disco was
What?
deadly.
Did we say 19 goblins or 9 goblins?
19.
Okay.
Which ones are weirdly hypnotized?
The one with 2 blades. The 3 in front. Make that 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can anyone speak
8,
Goblin?
12.
No.
No.
Need one of these.
Negatory.
Where's
And
my?
we'll just get more of these.
There it is. common, dwarvish, infernal, and thieves' cats.
No, no goblins. Sorry.
Jesus.
6 languages. Goblin is not one of them.
I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
9, 10,
14,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
17,
11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Jesus.
16, 17,
20.
18, 19, 20. You have one too many.
Oop, there we go. Fix it.
Wait, 20? I don't see. Oh, never
I
mind.
deleted one of them. All right.
No.
Where's the Owlbear?
Valid point.
I'm literally typing in Owlbear as you speak, so please give me 3 seconds.
What the fuck is that?
20-foot radius
Gotcha.
area of effect.
I'm just
Somebody-
seeing how many of them I can include in a 20-foot radius sleep spell.
All of them.
Everyone?
I'm not done. I'm not done doing this yet. All right, there we go.
Also, this combat and
Oh, you said
tracker,
should be.
yeah, that should be big.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
It's not cute in combat.
Well, it's unconscious anyway.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
also a good
unconscious
point.
right now. Actually, I'm gonna do this and make it upside down.
Unconscious or dead?
What, because it's
Unconscious right now.
There you go.
So if we heal it, think that's a good idea?
It's either gonna help us or it's gonna not give a shit and try to kill us too.
Yeah,
Well, I
I'll
mean,
probably
like,
kill
if
the
it does
goblins
try to-
first.
Theoretically.
I mean, we could try to get it free and then fucking just take a step back to let it focus on
I'm
the
gonna let him
goblins.
position the goblins and I'll move my sleep area.
Whoops.
Well done.
I did slightly fuck that up.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Yeah, you're just gonna see the fuck ton of goblin.
Yay, goblins!
Wait a minute. What's the?
See if you can still hit a ball.
I know. 20 feet is a large radius to have. What is this green circle supposed to be?
5 feet?
That should be my spell.
Ah.
Death and destruction.
Probably.
There we go.
All right. So I'll be
It's
around that.
different.
Combat, there it is.
Good cause.
Combat tracker. Huzzah. Figuring things out bit by bit.
Can I not give this? All right. Well, I'll fix that in a second.
Oh, they don't even make a save against this.
Nope, it just hits them.
I forgot that. This is gonna be fun.
Sure it will. Might get NPCs open. Come on. Gabbling.
Hold on.
Do that.
This one.
And now. Alright. And now I roll for their initiative.
D.
But you guys will not see that.
Gonna do that 19 more times or 18 more times.
No, only one. All right. So first up is Anna the Paladin. There are a bunch of fucking dorks.
I've got 22 hit points worth of goblins that are going to sleep. Starting with the one that has the lowest hit points.
They all have the same amount of hit points.
Then start with the front line.
All right, so
I do have a shield by the
they
looks.
all have that many. Is this like I
So-
apply 4 to one. 7
So
to
if they
one.
have 4 hit points, subtract 4 from 22. Then move on to the next one. Subtract 4
Okay.
from 22 until you
Okay.
run out of hit points in
Not
that
4 from
22
22
pool.
the second time. It'll be 4 from
Well, yeah.
18.
What I'm saying is you subtract 4 from the remaining number.
Okay, so. Whoops. Yes.
I didn't roll really amazingly. So,
No,
You didn't.
better than nothing.
Alright, that's how many are unconscious.
Yeah.
yay. First, that's totally worth a spell slot. Let me just see if these are. That is. Okay, so who's right near me?
Romy and Aurora.
Everyone but Nestlo is within range for that. Okay, cool. Um, thing is, I'm pretty sure that has the stipulation that if you attack, this spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area of. If the
Right.
warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell, that affects an enemy creature, the spell ends. Yeah, never mind. In that case, baby. Okay, Aromi. I'm going
Yes?
to. This is nope. Can't do that. Never mind. This is an action. I'm good. Because I already used my action.
So, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I just said I'm good.
Alright. Why is the tracker not on? Oh, no, it is. Just gonna put it through real quick. There. Alright, Nastrel, you are next.
Alright. Let's see.
Get nasty.
I want to use insightful fighting.
Okay.
What's that? As a bonus action. As a bonus action, you can make a wisdom sight check against the creature. You can see that it isn't incapacitated. Tested by the target's charisma check. If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against that target, even if you don't have disadvantage, or if you don't have advantage on the attack roll, but not if you have a disadvantage on it. Lasts for 1 minute. So how the hell do I do that?
It's a great question. I need to see what you're looking at.
It's in my features.
Feature.
Insight-
Features.
Insightful fighting. That be in the fucking library?
There it is. Insightful fighting. At 3rd level, you gain the ability to decipher an opponent's tactics and develop a counter to them. As a bonus action, you may make a Wisdom Insight check. All right, and you need to make a Wisdom Insight check.
Alright. Insight. Where you at? There you are. Okay, so I'm doing it. Bam! Fuck!
Doesn't mean you failed.
Not very helpful.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna fail, but
Yeah.
I'm going to get the goblin up so he can do his deception, please.
He's a goblin. He's stupid. Come on now.
That's not what I wanted. I wanted this, please.
We should let it be that though.
There we go. Nope.
Fuck.
He beats you. Do you see that roll?
No.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, bro, what?
No, you just said no, but I kind of figured.
Yeah, no.
Well, then I'd like to, if I can, fucking.
Still punch him in the face. You can do that still.
I was gonna
Why
say.
did it do that?
fucking move up into the trees on the side to the right, so I can fucking flank them and focus those two on the very far right, because those two seem out of place. I can sneak attack them on their own.
Okay.
So
So you're climbing up a tree?
yeah, I climb up a tree, but towards like over here.
All right. So you have 30 feet of movement, and you were like,
I was like right here.
you have to be in a square. Just FYI. You can't be in. Yeah, there you
So
go.
I was right here, and I moved to here. Well,
Alright,
I would like to
So
move
that's
further.
that's 15 feet, and I'm guessing you want to go the rest of your movement up.
Yeah.
All right. So climbing speed, I believe, is 10 feet.
Half
So, half.
movement.
It's half movement. All right. Well, either way, you've already used half of your movement, so
So I can. Wait,
you have to
Climb
wait.
half. You can climb halfway up a tree.
No, you can't even climb up a tree because it's half speed. You've already used half your speed.
All right. Well, I still have I still have my freaking. What is it? My short bow. I could just fire it at the guy on the bottom right here, with the guy with the sword and shield. Take a quick shot at him.
You could.
What's that damage like?
Well, you have to roll the hit first.
What's the hit? Oh wait, is that in the
It's in your actions.
actions? Where's that? Oh, down there. I see you. Okay. So just roll in the main area.
Oh,
Yes. Also, hello, drill.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's a lot
All
better.
right, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Is that the
Damage.
crit?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. And
Okay. Okay. Three.
double click.
Oh.
There you go. All right. It's dead. You shoot it in the
That's-
face.
Ha! Eat shit, nerd.
It's a goblin.
Close enough.
All right. So anything that's upside down is either dead or unconscious. Just
Okay.
FYI.
I guess that's it for me. I killed one, so that's a start.
GG. All right. Murder something.
So, question for you, Joe.
Answer.
What's the woods like? Like, how dark is it right now, etc., things like that.
It's a great question. I'd
FYI,
say-
just for reference, I'm planning on casting Fog Cloud.
Cool. It's probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. A little cloudy. Some
Okay.
clouds up in the sky. You are in the middle of the forest, so there is plenty of overbrush.
Yeah. So, what would if you were in Fog Cloud? What would it do? I'm guessing I would have some sort of an idea, or would I not?
It would most likely give you disadvantage at range attacks. Because you can't see out of it very well.
I mean, fair. Sorry, Derek.
What?
I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud, 20-foot radius, so it would encompass everything.
Fuck.
Sorry, Derek.
So you're making it really hard to see shit. Awesome.
Pretty much.
So just keep this in mind, people. Anyone that's inside the fog cloud, you have disadvantage on it. It's not just range, it's all tactics.
Can I
All
see
attacks?
the?
Oh,
radius
well, hold
that?
on. Then I'm gonna kind of aim it so it's closer to. See the goblin spinning in the circle?
Yes.
That front line. Basically, I want that to be the front line then.
So we
So we can
could
still hit the
we
other
could do
couple.
this. Make a circle.
Boom. There we go.
Fog
No,
cloud.
get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Okay.
Oh, shit, did not want that.
I don't really care about the ones sleeping though, so push it back a little bit, like closer to the owlbear, straight away from us. Cause I don't necessarily want all of them in it, but I don't necessarily want none
That
of
good?
them. Still to the left though. Hold on. Move it to the left, back to where all the way where it was at the left. So I don't mind a few of them being out. One more over to the left. There you go. And then up.
Just keep in
one.
mind that you're getting the bottom row. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
the
what about
three
it?
the three on the left are unconscious.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm ignoring them, and I'm not really giving a shit. Push it back up. One more.
Up one. There we go.
Yep, right there. That works. That leaves some in, some out. And I'm gonna pop a rage, and that'll end my actions.
Just gonna real quick pop rage. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Casually.
And I'll run over there.
Casual rage. All right, Romy,
Yes.
your turn.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. I
Cool.
have a question.
Answer.
Thank you. Radiant Sunbolt.
It's a thing.
It is, yes. It's a ranged spell attack.
It is.
It is. I don't know how to cast it though.
Go to your actions.
No, it's not in actions. It's not on the list. Like I have to.
Custom
For it. It's I'm proficient with it. Add dexterity modifier to its
It
attack
should
and damage roll.
be a thing in Xanathars. If you go to classes and you go to monk and you scroll all the way down.
I'm gonna shock you in like 3 seconds, and you're gonna
Oh, yeah.
have a thing. So you have
Oh,
Radiant
really?
Sunbolt, right? You have
I
that.
have. I have it.
Okay.
You
That
can
looks-
add it to your thing.
goblins so far.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna add to your actions. No, not add weapon. Add power. And boop.
Drag and drop, yeah?
I
It's
forgot
there now.
that. Post-it thing doesn't work for me.
It worked for me because I'm the DM. It better work for me.
Obviously. Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
Roll that. Do that thing.
Yeah. Okay. This is my question though. What the fuck am I rolling to make an attack on it?
Okay, you see the left part of it
Yeah.
where it has like a star.
Uh huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. I lied.
Yeah.
Did not do the thing.
It doesn't. It doesn't give
I
you.
want this to reset. What the fuck?
What's the reason?
You are.
I know I can add my dex modifier to the attack, but I don't know what to roll for.
Made this bigger than it was supposed to be.
Huh.
Oh, it's
okay.
okay, so it's equal to your martial arts unarmed attack.
Okay.
It's just got a range of 30 feet.
Okay.
That's him.
Which I don't know what. Why don't you have your unarmed attack in here?
I don't know.
That should be a thing you definitely have.
Oh.
Should I-
Okay, do you know what? Let's just forget the Radiant Sunbolt. I'll avoid using that today until I fix it.
Sounds like a deal.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I'm just gonna move in up to this handsome chap in front of me.
He's knocked out.
He's unconscious.
He fell asleep.
Which ones aren't unconscious?
The ones that
Ones
are
that are
upside down are the ones that are unconscious.
Okay,
There's
so
the
can I
owlbear
just
and the 3 on the left, and the one.
move here?
Yes, you can.
Okay, right. Well then I'm gonna attack this guy in front of me
All right,
with my cord spell.
you can do that.
Yeah, that's.
Ouch.
You don't hit.
I mean, I guess not.
Whiff.
Awesome.
Oof.
He
Oh,
uses the
she,
shield
hey,
to
hey,
block.
hey, she gets advantage.
Does she get advantage?
Never mind. I'm reading two different things, and never
I was
mind.
gonna say like she gets advantage. What?
No, because I was reading the book, and I'm doing the Totem Warrior, and for a second I was thinking I was gonna do Wolf, and then I remembered what I was doing. Wolf gives advantage to other people within 5 feet of me while I'm raging. But I'm not doing that one, so don't worry about it. Shut up, I'll shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't
No, you wouldn't, Lucas.
failed miserably.
Huh?
So next turn.
Yes, next turn.
Oh wait, does she have flurry blows that she should use as a bonus action?
I mean, she could. I
She
don't
can
really know if
also. Can't she make an unarmed attack off making an attack?
she
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, I can, but it's not in there. So, and much.
For some reason, it's like none of her actual attacks are in there, just the quarterstaff for some fucking reason.
Mm.
Shouldn't
I'll have to
there...
go through and like look at why all the actions are updating for her.
Huh.
That should definitely be a thing that you have in actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you still have to add the unarmed strike.
Just throw her a 1d4. Is it a 4th level that stat?
Yeah, I believe the unarmed strike is basically just a quarterstaff attack, but with your fist, just with different damage.
Yeah.
For now, until
1d4.
higher levels.
So roll your quarterstaff again for an attack if you would like. You don't have to,
Okay.
but you do have to spend a key point on doing this.
Well,
Yeah.
to make
Dude,
to make one, no. To make two extra, monks get the ability that when they make an attack, they
That one,
can
what Steve just said.
they can make an unarmed
that's a
attack
bonus action.
as a bonus action. If she wants to spend a key point, she can flurry of blows and make two unarmed attacks instead. But she always gets at least one as a bonus.
Punch the things to death.
Okay. Oh my. Okay, right.
Wow.
Well,
Well,
Wow.
apparently you're not going to do shit today, so
Fuck
Yeah.
whiff.
Christ!
my rolls are like the shit. What is going on?
You really like that power of 3. 3, 6, 9. All right.
Yeah. That's
So, with that horrible turn out of the way,
Wow.
would you like to reveal?
Yes, let's do
All
it.
right.
How do I do it?
Well, you'd have to make your chicken call.
My what roll?
Your
Your
chicken
call.
call.
What the?
Chicken call.
Yeah, like you'd have to tell them to come to your aid.
First of all, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh, or however you spell it.
Shillelagh.
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 And
All
next,
right.
I'm gonna use
Oh,
egg.
Jesus.
Okay, you're gonna use egg. Who you're throwing it
Yes.
at?
This thing.
The thing that just spun around. All right.
Yes.
Go right ahead. Roll your d6.
Well, thank God for the +4.
Yeah.
You did hear me when I said that you don't add to the d6, right?
Yeah, that was from before.
Yeah. All right. So I forget what that does. You're gonna have to remember because it's your spell. So you can tell everyone what happens.
There are two eggs now lying on the ground. Where the goblin is.
What's up?
There's two eggs laying where next to the goblins.
Yes.
So Varian's gonna look at him and just say, "What the fuck was that?"
Oh, is this a custom smell you guys came up with?
Yes.
Ah.
And I'm very happy.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a guess. You don't even need to confirm, but right now my headcanon is that he's trying to Legend of Zelda Cuckoo the Goblin to death.
So this, I just found the perfect image.
Oh
Yes,
my God.
that.
Wait, where's
Yes.
it? Oh,
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck.
No explanation, just yes.
Is that Hyrule Warriors?
Yes.
Yeah, that's I think a special attack.
Oh my fucking God, no.
Oh, I'm gonna. Yeah, let's see.
But
if I
legit
can-
headcanon is that the druid is attempting to cuckoo the shit out of these goblins.
Trying
They're
to find the egg spell again. Oh, did you actually pin it?
I pinned it, yes.
There it is. Egg. Wow, it's really far back. All right.
And I move next to Arumi.
Okay, it was that one. Awesome. Cool.
Don't tell me what I think it is, but please do. Please
I'm
tell
not
me.
And then I'm done.
Fuck!
All right.
I'm gonna keep watching this GIF until it's my turn.
So,
Wait, that's
first
good.
or is it the goblin's turn?
It is your turn, Nick.
Where'd you get that?
Flaming
Nick?
sphere. What?
The GIF. Where'd you get it?
Tumblr. I just looked it up.
Yay, Tumblr.
Fucking
I'm throwing this flaming sphere right on this guy.
I don't think that could occupy the same space as someone.
The green circle, motherfucker.
No, I don't think a flaming sphere can occupy the same space as a creature.
No, it can't.
Yeah. Okay.
You'd have to put it one oh.
I can't freaking grab. There we
There
go.
you go.
You're gonna wake up the two of the goblins, provided that they survive. But yeah,
It's 5 foot diameter.
but everything within 5 feet of it takes the hit.
Let me see.
It is everything within 5 feet of it. So it's actually like this.
Okay, then I'll just throw it here.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, it's like that basically.
That's the area that it would affect, and yeah.
So I'm going to hit it here.
There you go. I was gonna say I don't know if you want to hit the owlbear.
No, I don't want to wake up the owlbear. The fuck you talking about? So
Exactly.
I'm summoning it right there.
All right. What does that do?
Just freaking.
Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw.
They must take they may take 2d6 fire damage on a failed save. They have to do a dexterity saving throw to take half.
As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make the saving throw against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops moving this turn. You can direct it over barriers
What's
up
the
to 5
DC
feet.
of the spell?
His spell save.
What is it?
Damn it, where is my spell save?
It'd be like 15 or 13.
Yeah, it would be. Isn't it supposed to be somewhere in the sheet?
You can
Good.
see where it's calculating it in your sheet if you click on the magnifying glass on your spells list, or you could just throw out any spell that has a saving throw, and it should have
The DC.
the DC in there.
Oh wait, I don't have this. Combat. There we go. It was not set to combat.
Doesn't matter if it's set to combat. You can magnifying glass over at the end of the spell near the shield icon.
It is 15.
All right, that's what I figured. All right.
Only
Three of
one
them
save.
fail, and one of them saves.
So one of them takes half damage. The rest take full damage.
All right, roll your damage.
Yeah.
All right. Well, none of them die, but the three archers look severely crispy.
What I'm going to do now as a bonus action is move this motherfucker
All right.
and ram it here.
Cool. So those
He
goblin
makes
that
the
you-
save again.
Okay, cool. He does not make it. So he is dead. But Bird did. All right. So now he's burnt up. He's all crispy. All right. So now it is the goblin's turn. And do I save against the sleep?
No,
No. Okay.
and it's
So,
not concentration. They're just out for a minute, or until something hits them or slaps them awake.
So he is going to make his rolls.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you guys see those rolls? You
Yes.
see them?
No.
Okay, you do. Awesome.
Maybe. I don't know. Not really paying that much attention.
One more. Awesome. All right. So, two of these guys are not doing anything, so they're just gonna sit down. And these two are going to rush forward. So he just barrels through his friend, which instantly kills him. So this one dies. And he's now on top of Aromi, trying to stab your eyes out.
Yay!
He just full on mounts you.
Okay.
How rude.
You didn't even buy me a drink.
I'm assuming a natural I'm assuming a natural 20 hits you.
Joe,
Yes.
did he move within
No,
my
it doesn't, it doesn't.
attack range?
He did.
Yes, he did.
So I get an attack of opportunity, right? With Polar
would.
Master?
It's not a
would.
natural 20, Joe. It's a 19.
He crits on a 19,
Ah.
which is why I'm saying I'm assuming a natural 19 or a natural 20 in this case.
Well, if he crits, he automatically hits.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Yeah, whatever. I'm assuming your AC is not a 20.
Mine?
Yes.
Yeah, it totally is. 22.
Okay.
I'm kidding,
Wait.
guys.
Oh, okay. I was like, bro, kill me. Alright, so you have full on master thing. You're going to attack his face.
Yes.
Alright, so this might not even happen.
She's just gonna smack him out of the air as he jumps.
Did I roll anything? No.
Yeah, you roll your attack.
Yes, you roll your attack.
Ah.
That does not hit, unfortunately. You again, for some reason, you all whiff. That happens.
Fucking whiffing all over the places here.
However, I'm assuming this is gonna hit. So
We're so used to hitting something bigger.
yep, they are small, so. Oh, shit, I rolled the wrong die. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I apologize.
No, you don't.
Yeah, don't lie.
Do it.
So now crit damage.
Do it.
Don't have me, Jack.
Nice to have known you.
Yeah. How much health do you have, Lily?
It says in the
Joe,
combat
don't say
tracker.
38.
Okay, you have 38. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, just not.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Alright.
I'm gonna punch you so hard right now.
So you take 24 damage
Fuck.
Holy
as
crap.
the goblin literally mounts you and stabs you in either side of your neck.
Ow.
we're friends
First
now.
damage of the night.
First damage of the night, and it's fucking critical.
Of course it is.
Could it be any other way?
Well, he just killed his ally to get at you, so.
Yeah, he really wanted
Yeah,
you.
he literally trampled his friend.
I mean, I'm worth getting to then. You know,
Alright.
worth
So
getting.
now we do the other one, which goes over here.
Does that kill him?
No, he's able to walk over him. He doesn't have to trample him. He attacks or tries to attack you. Does a 19 hit you?
Nope.
That's a
Awesome.
16.
I actually
Okay,
do have a
yeah,
20
yeah,
AC.
severe attack.
Oh.
It's not just a flat roll. I'm rolling because I don't want to roll from their page. Because I'd have to find it. But yes. Okay, so that does not hit you. Fantastic. But he's just gonna look kind of awkwardly, just standing there, not knowing what to do.
He looks pissed.
Alright, so now the rest of you, I almost said orcs. Goblins go. So I zoom out. He moves up to here. He moves up to here.
Yes, if you're not circle with the moon.
Okay.
So does Does the sphere of thing take place when it beginning
When
of their
they
turn?
end their turn.
When they end their. That's what I wanted. So he moves out and he moves out, and I'm going to make my 6 attacks. So that's going to be disadvantage. That's going to be disadvantage. And that's going to. This is all going to be made for damage. All right. So, first attack would be against Aromi. That does not hit you. I guarantee you a nat 1 is not going to hit you. Second attack will be against Aurora. Does a 10 hit you?
No.
I
I'm
was
a
gonna say.
barbarian.
Yeah. Third person would be Asakar, or Askar, however you want to say your name. Askar. All right. Does a 19 hit you?
Sugar in Spanish.
Yes.
All right, 19 hits you. I will shoot you in the face.
Please don't.
I kind of have to.
Bang bang.
Shitty, shitty, bang, bang.
What kind of shooting are we talking about here?
Fuck. All right. So you take 11 damage.
You're just a hateful person.
Nice.
I'm just saying, I kind of like that I gave most of these disadvantage. It's kind of helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Last
Kinda.
one doesn't matter who I shoot. It's not gonna hit any of you.
You can't shoot at me. I'm behind a tree. I'm in
So
cover.
now the 2 without disadvantage. One, two, three, four. Nick, what's your AC?
It hits.
What's AC?
I just want to know what your AC.
My AC is 11.
All right, so both of those hit you.
What?
Both of those hit you. They're both aiming at you. The ones that are outside of the fog cloud.
Wait a minute.
What?
I have the protection fighting style, and he's within
Dude.
5 feet of me.
He is.
So, let me actually see what that does.
So it's gonna do something, but I have no
I can
idea.
use my reaction to impose disadvantage on one of those attack rolls, so the first one.
All right.
Because I am holding a shield in my offhand.
It's a good thing you said that because I rolled really high. Doesn't matter.
And even higher.
It still get hit.
Alrighty, well, I tried.
So Nick, you take 11 damage. That's from the first attack. Second attack, you take 6. So 17 total.
Okay, fuck you, goblins.
God bless America.
God bless the USA. All right. So beginning of round 2.
Hey!
Oh, Jesus.
Alright, so I will move here so I'm not actually leaving a threat range.
Cool. Do that
Can
too.
I use my whip to attack the goblin on Aromi?
Do you have reach with a whip?
Yes.
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 Yes, you may.
Excellent. So, does a 20 hit?
Good God, yes.
Get him in
They're
the back of the neck.
goblins.
Get him
What
in
do
the
you
back of
think?
the neck.
Ooh, max damage.
He doesn't die, but he does get off of Romy.
That was mostly the point.
Nice.
So the damage you deal is enough to knock him off. Alright, so he's on his butt right now.
And I'm gonna fuck him up if I can.
And then I don't think I have anything for a decent. Oh, I should have done that first. Oh well. Never mind then.
You gonna heal?
No, I don't have a bonus action healing.
Ah,
I was actually going to guarantee that he was going to get off of Romy by using another spell, but for now, I'll just leave it. That's all. Next turn.
Alright. Next up, Nastril.
Alright,
NASCAR.
that's me. So,
You gonna climb your tree?
we'll climb up.
All right.
So I still have more movement.
No, because you're moving at half movement. That means you would be able to move up 15 feet total.
Alright.
So
From here,
you are.
I'm gonna use a, well, since they all have their focus on the other guys, I'm gonna just use a sneak attack to take down another archer.
Okay.
Use my ranged weapon. So that's a,
Go
you can
right ahead.
deal an extra 1d6. So,
Cool.
fuck, actions. So, do I use the, what's that? Do I use the first part or the second part of that action thing? Like the die? that
You
says
use
it
the
there?
die to make an attack roll.
Okay, so. Fucking hell, dude.
Apparently, no one can shoot straight.
The goblins can.
They certainly can. They shoot true.
Indeed.
Do I get a second chance with that one or no?
Not unless you have extra attack.
Where's
Hit, you don't.
Oh, okay, I was about to say shit was
It's a
freezing
5th level ability.
It's a 5th level thing.
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind. The only thing that's also that I could actually do is probably be doing cunning action, which would be to fucking hide.
So Steve, how is this reminding you of the campaign that got killed by goblins?
We're not instantly dead, so we're doing
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, I guess I just used cunning action to hide within the leaves so they couldn't see me. Like, where the fuck did that air come from?
Delightful.
You should probably did that so you had advantage on your strike.
Isn't that why I was on top so that I could fucking shoot the guy that was
Getting up high does not give you advantage at all.
Oh, that was pointless.
But you now have an area where you can hide.
You do.
So now at the end of your turns, you can fire your shot, which will break your
Hide.
stealth. Then you can hide to reinitiate your stealth. So that next turn you get your advantage.
Yes.
Well, I'm stealthed up now because I used cunning action.
Stealthy.
So go ahead and do your thing then.
What's that thing?
You gotta roll stealth.
Oh, stealth.
Tower.
Gotcha.
You gotta make all your stealth rolls in tower.
Fuck me and everything
Or
that I fucking believe.
Don't.
Isn't that it?
Yeah, it's
Just-
the right one. You were supposed to do it in the tower.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're supposed to. Yeah,
Oh,
tower.
well, here, let me do that real quick. Yeah. There you go. Have that.
I'll let you know at some point. You think you're pretty hidden.
I
On the other hand, the arrow that might fly at you in a few minutes might tell you otherwise.
I don't know. My fucking luck right now is just garbage, so see what happens.
Garbo. All right.
Garbo, man.
Garbo man. All right. Aurora.
So the one's off of Lily now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other one off to what would be immediately in front of me, based off of this chart, is also alive, correct?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna swing at one with the battle axe, and I'm gonna swing at the other with the warhammer.
Do it.
First hit. That's probably
Nope.
not gonna work. And the other hit.
Y'all like your threes. That'll
You're
hit.
doing this,
That'll hit. Yay, hit. Wait.
Which one was the battle axe?
The battle axe I probably would have made. Battle axe is my offhand. Offhand was the one that's probably closer to the dead one, which would be a Romy. Or Romy, or whatever. Whoever. Lily.
So
You
the
can
guy
just call
that's
it
moving
Remy.
right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll hit.
So I'm gonna roll damage.
Dabblage.
He should be dead.
Battle axe.
Except you don't.
Alright.
+2, because raging.
Plus
Okay.
two.
You sink your battle axe directly into his skull,
Yes.
and he keeps moving.
What the?
All right. So that happened.
I like how she took the A out of her name for a nickname to have less people with A's at the beginning of her name.
And then immediately after Romy, there is a Romy.
Yeah,
All right.
man.
It
Speaking
works.
of which, it is now
Okay,
your turn, Romy.
Right,
It's
Joe.
easier to do that now.
Joe, my love.
Yes.
Please, will you look in my action part and see if that looks about right for those?
Ugh. Yes.
Yeah?
No, I'm looking right now.
Oh, okay, right.
He's saying yes, he will do the thing you asked.
Unarmed strike and radiant sunbolt. Yes, you are correct.
Okay, and the attacks and the damage.
Yes, those are correct.
Yes! Go me! Figuring shit out by
Yay.
myself.
Good job.
Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is try Radiant Sunbolt.
That's adorable.
Maybe the one that attacks me because fuck that one in particular.
You're gonna make a ranged attack with enemies within 5 feet
Yeah,
of you?
because I had no fucking luck with my quarterstaff,
Slim.
so why not?
This is gonna worsen your luck because you'll have disadvantage.
I said sounds good.
Okay, I'll get with
No,
you after.
why
No,
not?
I wouldn't be able to do
Yes,
that
if you make any sort of ranged attack within, while there's an enemy within 5 feet of you, you are at disadvantage.
Indeed.
Alright, then I won't.
There are two.
Okay, well I guess I'll try quarterstaff again. The
Just
one that-
punch the things to death.
I'm just gonna try with the quarterstaff, okay? Oh, it took a hit.
What are you trying to hit?
The one below me. This
That does not hit.
fuck.
You have your unarmed.
I
Gain
do.
point.
Yeah, let's try. Oh my god, I'm doing really badly.
Whiff, 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 whiff.
Alright, please be good. Please be good.
Alright, are you still aiming for the one below you?
Mm-hmm.
You do not hit.
Oh, sweet
Whiff,
fuck.
whiff, whiff, whiff.
You could spend a key point and make one more.
You could.
I mean, is there really any point?
You might actually
Just
hit
gonna
and
keep
deal a
going.
little bit of damage and then feel good about yourself.
Let me spend point.
Alright, you spend a key point. That's fine.
Yeah.
One more
keep
unarmed
track.
strike.
Oh, please. Please.
That's good.
That definitely hit.
Hey,
Okay.
you hit something.
Wait, it's that.
Roll
Okay.
damage.
Punch him in the face. Wow.
Alright,
Oh, come on.
but wait. You punch it in the face, and its face not disintegrates, but caves in, and just it slumps over from the abuse it's taken.
Darn it.
Hey.
That's not what I meant to do.
Hey, you actually killed it.
Yes,
With a punch.
to the face.
It took you 3 tries, but
Yeah, okay, calm down, Steve.
I was gonna say it took it 5.
if you want to include last round.
Yes, I do.
Chicken!
Thank you
Druid.
guys so
Your
much.
turn.
Save the chicken. All right, next person. Chicken Man.
Yes, I throw the next egg. Let that run.
All right,
Spinning run.
do the thing. It's pouring out all of a sudden.
It's a 5, but apparently it doesn't show.
Oh, you may have not actually rolled it in the thing and it rolled onto the thing.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. But do the thing, and I'll describe what happens.
Okay.
All right, you got a 1. So,
Keep runs in these chickens.
Astakar casts his quarterstaff at, or not casts, points his quarterstaff at one of the goblins, and an egg protrudes from his body and just flies towards the goblin, smacks it in the face, and explodes, casting yolk all over the place. And from there bursts. How many of them did you roll? You have to roll again because you got another one that has another roll in it.
It's
4
4.
eagles. So from that tiny little chicken egg burst 4 fully grown eagles that just start pecking the shit out of the goblin. and they each make an attack, which would be this amount.
Very meanwhile, I was going, what the fuck?
All right.
So
like
I
it,
was
though, 'cause
right.
He's a druid.
Jesus
It makes
fucking
sense.
Christ!
The goblin screaming.
It is very much screaming. It just you can't. Yeah.
I understand it, but we understand what screaming is.
Ah!
Yes.
Ah,
Oh
shit!
God! Oh,
No!
oh fuck!
Oh, fuck!
There are certain things that are universally
So you
accepted.
watch as those four eagles literally peck and claw the shit out of the goblin to death. And what's left is literally just a broken heap of mess and goop.
Oh,
And now there are just four eagles just flying where there once was a goblin.
So I was right. You are
Kinda.
trying to Legend of Zelda cuckoo this thing.
Maybe.
I'm just pulling up all the jokes right now.
I move there, and as a bonus action, I cast Magic Stone. And that's it.
All right. I believe I know what Magic Stone does.
I believe that's up to 4 rocks become magical weapons
to
that you
3.
can throw.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Okay,
Alright.
my turn.
Varian, murder everything.
How do I cast things at second level?
When you cast them, just pick off a second level thing and do the extra stuff.
Okay, so that's a 9. Let me do the other d8. So Lily
yes.
or Romy, you get 17 health points back.
17.
I assume you're moving up because that's a touch-based thing you did?
Yep. And since that goblin's dead.
Fair enough.
Is it dead?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I punched in the
Okay.
face.
Her only hit that connected caved in its face and it died.
Yes.
I would have punched you in the face right now.
So shave off 17 damage.
Yeah, I've only got 7 left now.
You have 7 health missing from your pool. And as a bonus action, I'm ramming this giant orb of death into people. Hello! What?
What the fuck?
I mean, you could move it over one more, right?
In the center part, yeah, but I don't want to hit the owl. But actually, no, wait a minute.
Oh, I'll be right back. 2 seconds, guys.
There we go. Just ram it into that one and hit all 3 of them.
Okay. I'll roll the
Dex save.
thingamabob. That one does not make it. That
No.
one definitely doesn't make it. That one definitely. Okay, so they all fail. Roll your damage.
Ah!
Fucking wow.
Wow.
Just
Well,
wow.
Hey guys. This
They're
could-
totally fine. It's totally kind of toasty in there, though.
Fuck you, damn it. But at least I healed our poor fucking monk.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like maybe I'm a really shit monk, and I'm sorry, guys.
No, you just
No, it's not your fault.
I think we're all
Not
just
your
doing
fault
shit.
at all.
Everyone
I'm surprised.
who's trying to do
It's a whiff fest.
I
Hmm.
feel like we might die.
No, you're fine.
We're going to die.
I mean, I've come closer to dying in this first session than I have in all other sessions ever.
You're fine. All right. Goblin's next.
Okay.
So that one's dead. That one's dead. That one. I'm just gonna pull the ones that are dead off to the side.
Don't forget the one. Yeah.
Also, don't, that one's just unconscious. Not
Those are
dead.
unconscious. They are
Yep,
technically
thank you.
still alive.
Thank you. I forgot.
One more.
That was
You
not...
can take them away if you like,
Yeah.
Joe.
No, I'm gonna keep them there. Just because you said so.
And I think the guy all the way on the left is dead too.
Yeah, he's dead. He got burned.
There you go.
All right.
Just a pile of goblin corpses.
Yes. All right. So he's going to make his rolls again. All right. So the goblin nearest the owlbear that has sort of a talisman of some sort around his neck and a long staff. Has been chanting this entire time. He's been chanting since you guys got up to the group of goblins. And it seems as though there is some sort of aura also surrounding him. And now that aura starts to emanate from all the goblins in this area. And you start seeing them start to not glow, but emanate light.
Yeah.
You're gonna stop the truck! Move!
And,
I should have thrown an X at him.
Maybe.
None.
And this goblin then steps onto the owlbear and continues chanting.
What the fuck?
And that is
Yeah.
his entire turn.
Wow.
Can you please leave? Trying to. I'm talking.
Alright, so all three of them had good rolls. So he's gonna go there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, that was 1, 2.
I missed a bunch of that, mostly because my dad decided to be talking.
Fair. Alright. I'm just stating, like, I just said that the goblin wizard, the light person, was casting something and then stepped on the owlbear, still casting and chanting.
Fucking take it down before it does anything.
Shoot her! Alright. So those 3 goblins will make their attacks. 2 of them will be at advantage. Does a 17 hit you, Lily?
Me?
Yes, you. Alright. So you're gonna be taking damage.
That sucks.
I am so fucking sick of these goblins. I can't
Thankfully,
even get
it's
them.
only 5 damage this time. You're fine.
Only fucking 5.
Alright.
I mean, it's not 38.
Fair enough.
Neither of those are gonna hit Steve, so we're fine.
Hit who?
And this guy will, Steve, because those are the 2 guys that are husks.
Who is Steve?
Anna.
Oh, yeah, no.
Alright. So last goblin that can actually attack.
Okay.
Just completely whiff. They're gonna step out. So he goes there. And he goes there. And this guy also goes there. And now all of the archers are going to make their attacks.
Oh, for the love of God.
That, he turns like that, and he turns like that. He turns like this, and he turns like this.
Oh, 2 of those archers are at disadvantage.
All of them are at disadvantage because they're all either in the
Ah,
cloud or
In the cloud or have an enemy within 5 feet.
yes.
Wow. Dropped a nat 20
Got
twice.
another 20.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys should be thankful that you guys have disadvantage.
They have disadvantage.
Well, yeah, that.
We do too, but that's
A Romy and a 17 does hit you.
It does. I'm just curious. I have deflect missiles. Can I use that?
Yes.
You can
Awesome.
do that.
I like that. Okay, hold on.
I believe you subtract that from the damage roll.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do. That's fine. That's what I'm gonna do. Be happy.
All right. Go ahead and roll, and I'll tell you what happens.
If I'm not mistaken, that.
All right.
Isn't there a plus
So-
to that?
Hold on. And plus my dex modifier and my monk level. So
You completely snatch the arrow out of the air as it comes flying towards your jugular. You just snatch it out of the air.
okay. Did I reduce the damage to 0 with that?
Yes, you did.
Oh, well then
That's
I can throw
That's
it
why.
back.
If
That's
you
why
want
I
to spend a
said
key point, yes, you can throw it back.
You can throw it back, but I'm just saying you completely stop the arrow. Now you
Okay.
choose whether or not you drop it or you throw it.
I mean, I might as well throw it. Like,
All right. You spend a key point.
Throw it at the guy on the fucking owlbear.
I mean,
Does that use your attack, or do I have to roll?
I think she makes a ranged attack.
Ranged attack weapon.
Okay.
Okay, so can I just?
You're at disadvantage because you have 2 meleeers.
Oh, bastards! All the time.
You can catch the missile if it is small enough for you to hold in one hand and you have at least one hand free. If you catch the missile this way, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack with the weapon or piece of ammunition you just caught as part of the same reaction.
Okay.
You make this attack with proficiency regardless of your weapon proficiencies, and the missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack.
Nice.
Awesome.
So you at least have proficiency with it.
God damn, dude.
Jesus
So
Christ.
who are you attacking?
I was throwing it at the
Guy in the owl.
the one that, yeah.
That will hit him.
Oh, it hit.
Wow.
He's a wizard. He doesn't have much armor.
He doesn't have a lot of armor at all.
Hey. I don't know what the damage is for it.
I believe you can roll
D8.
D8. Okay.
Okay.
D8 plus whatever you get for a monk.
That's my
Adds her dex.
Yeah.
okay. Let me just see.
Just remember to add your dex. You don't have to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Just done it.
Nice.
Cool.
I
Then
actually
you get
hit
damage.
something.
So catching the arrow out of the air, you smartly redirect it and throwing it at the wizard, and it cleaves part of his shoulder armor off, and he kind of stumbles back a little bit on the owlbear, and he continues chanting.
Does he need to make a concentration check?
I'll let you know. It's not his turn right now.
Okay.
Well, I thought those were as soon as you take damage.
Is it?
Yeah, anytime you take damage while maintaining concentration on a spell,
Never
you
mind.
have to make a Constitution saving throw.
So, actually getting hit by the arrow then, he stumbles back off the owlbear and completely falls and is on his butt right now. You assume this broke his concentration.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to roll to see whether or not he falls,
Into
Into
the
the
fireball or the flaming sphere.
which is where he would be ending this turn.
That's
Yeah, because the direction of where he would be falling would be that direction. Oh.
Well then,
Ha! Get shit on.
And
Your
damage. Hello, damage.
Jablage.
wow.
It's still damage.
It's still damage. I'm just saying.
I
That's
still make the save, correct?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, then
Damage.
you gonna do it, game? There we go. What's his spell save DC?
15.
Okay. He does not make it, and he burns up and dies.
Nice.
Wow.
That's a shitty thing to happen. Fucking Archer shoots at her. She fucking catches it, tosses it back at him. He falls into the fire and fucking dies. That's awesome.
Fucking great.
That's pretty boss.
Nice one, Romy.
Oh my god,
He
that's great.
bursts in the fire.
Bitch.
So he's
Nice.
dead.
He's dead.
And immediately when he dies, all three of the other glowing goblins also fall over dead.
Oh, sweet.
Wow.
I
Nice.
never meant to.
Nice. We just did that 4 in one go
You did.
with their
Nice.
own attack.
Nicely done.
That's probably really sad for them.
Someone's getting demoted if they survive this battle.
All right. So next round.
All right. So here's the funny thing. I'm gonna spend another spell slot, and I'm gonna put up a thunderous smite,
Cool.
and then I'm going to target the archer that is right here. That I'm messing with.
Okay,
Try to
I
put
can
him-
see that.
Yeah, no, I was trying to put him back to where he was supposed to be, but fuck
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make my attack.
That was beautiful.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, that's gonna hit.
So here's regular damage. Plus Thunder
Oh.
Smite does, what is it, 1 or 2d6 extra damage?
I actually
2d6
really
thunder damage.
I really like this whip.
So let me go ahead and add that. And as a bonus, he is knocked 10 feet back, I believe.
Well, it doesn't matter
It must
because
succeed a strength saving throw to be pushed 10 feet away and knocked prone.
It
I
doesn't
think
matter
he's
because
dead.
the initial whipping to his face snaps his neck.
Does his corpse
And
get
that's
thrown
the-
into his friend?
The rest of his body just gets blown to bits. Because Thunderous Smite is like an explosion.
Funny thing
So-
about Sleep Spell, though, since they didn't take damage, technically the guys in front of me don't wake up.
Funny. Great. Fantastic.
Even though a thunderous bang that is heard for over
Echoes-
300
yeah,
feet
300 feet.
doesn't wake him up.
Which, by the way, scares lots of birds and small animals in all different directions.
Oh, not even surprising.
Alrighty. I don't really want to do that. Plus, I'm going to save a spell slot. So, that will be the end of my turn.
Nestro, hit something.
No promises. This game has just been fucking shit show.
Kill everything.
I mean, you have advantage,
Alright.
probably.
I would like
Joe,
to.
He has to know he has advantage, Joe.
Yeah.
So tell him.
Kind of
I
advantage.
mean, I don't think being hidden gives him advantage.
It does. If you
does.
are
He
hidden
has it-
in... If you are
You have
hidden...
advantage.
What?
You have
You have
advantage.
advantage.
Alright.
On the bottom left is the button that says ADV. Hit that before you make your roll.
Yes.
Bottom left. Bottom left. Bottom
Next
left.
to next to the giant word that thing that says modifier.
What the fuck?
It's next to your dice.
Okay. Do you,
Oh,
do you-
yeah, I see it. Okay, so hit that and then
Roll your strike.
my strike.
Your attack, anyway.
Alright. With my fucking. What, with my short bow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Fucking. Go for it. Well,
Oh.
That's a hit.
I'm gonna attack that archer that's next to Asgar.
All right. So keep in mind, because you have an ally within 5 feet.
And you
You
had
have
advantage
sneak
on the
attack.
attack roll.
Yes, you also have advantage. You have sneak attack. So just keep that in mind.
Wait, what?
You
You
have
have
a sneak
advantage.
attack.
You add extra damage. I think it's 2d6 at your level.
It is 2d6 at your level.
Okay, so. Fuck, where's that at?
The Owlbear just woke up apparently.
Okay.
I don't know why.
So,
Who keeps
how
your
do I.
You
So-
just put on the bottom left. You can just throw those dice after you do damage.
Yeah.
So.
just- Click damage.
Roll your damage and then roll 2d6.
Okay, so here's damage. Fuck me.
Oof.
5. Hey,
Well-
your sneak attack damage. You have 2d8s, right?
2d6.
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 When you pick up the
So-
d6, you can right click to add another die to it.
Like hold it in your hand. When you click it, hold it and press right click at the same time.
Got
Set
it.
a dice.
Ah!
Yeah,
There you
Yeah.
go.
He's dead.
Huzzah.
Which one were you attacking?
he was
The
talking
one to
this
the right, yeah.
You did.
Into the pile of corpses they go.
And
So
then
you're
I'm
totally
gonna,
just gonna do this, right? And burn all the corpses?
we're gonna loot them
yeah.
first.
Well, yeah.
But
So-
and then after that, I'm gonna just use my freaking cunning action and go back into hiding again.
Cool. You
Uh,
do that. It happens.
roll my stealth into the castle thing.
Yes.
All right, here you go. Bam.
All right. You think you are hidden.
All right, that's it for me. I killed some.
Alrighty. Aurora.
I'm gonna go ahead and beat the snot out of the guy in front of me again.
Do it.
Now,
Actually, Do I want to do that? Nah, it's not. Also, I miscalculated a little bit on the last one because I forgot the two-weapon fighting thing.
Oh yeah,
I
you
have
don't.
dual wielder, but the damage is not increased when
Yeah.
I have two-weapon fighter. So, anyway, there's my 2 hits. Both going for this guy.
All right, well, roll damage on the first, and then I'll tell you if you need the second hit.
All right. On the Warhammer, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
on the
Warhammer.
Warhammer. Roll your damage on the
You
Warhammer.
might not need the battle axe at all.
I mean, fair.
But it's
I mean,
just-
if that's the case, I would move and swing at somebody else.
That's my point. Like,
Oof.
No, probably
yeah,
not.
you don't need that battle axe. You just cleave his head off.
fucking
Sweet.
Smashed
I'll
it
just
in.
go run
well
over.
smashed it in.
No,
Yeah.
you golf clubbed his head clean off.
Sweet.
Where's
Hey,
the
the
goblin
goblin.
to?
Aim for the hole over there in the corner. I think there's-
Yeah. You look at a tree off in the distance and just kind of chip it, the goblin's head in with a golf club and just goes sailing right into the owl nest.
Yep. So I know the other guy's asleep, but screw it.
I mean, hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
Do it.
So it does not add the +4. It's just the straight damage.
All right.
So it'd be a 5.
He's not dead, but he's severely bleeding from all of his orifices.
And now
Okay.
awake. Still
Yeah,
prone,
well-
but
Wait,
awake.
this guy's dead, so
Yes, he is dead. Put him in the pile of bodies.
That's why I only wanted to wake one up. I didn't
All right.
really want to run into the fog. so-
Romy, your turn.
Romy, murder everything.
Oh,
God, I
jealous.
wish.
Yes.
Romy.
I
I
lied.
said
It's 5 plus 2 because I'm raging.
Oh, he's dead.
Well, that changes things.
It does change things.
What happened to him?
He died.
He
I forgot
was
to add
he
the
forgot he was
modifier.
raging and yeah, it's dead.
Ah.
Took a little bit more damage, so he dies.
Damage.
Romy, I say take out the one north of the Owlbear.
Yeah, I was gonna use my radio give it a go, see if I can hack. So I'm gonna go for the one that's just above the Owlbear.
I am going to say one thing because there's a heavy fog. You do not have a clear line of sight, so disadvantage.
It's anyone from here, isn't it?
I believe it's either if you're attacking from in it or attacking into it.
I'll be right back.
I mean, it doesn't specifically say weapon attacks give disadvantage. That's all your call.
Well, fog,
Yeah, I'm just saying that's all your choice.
especially magical fog like this.
Fair.
Okay, well then I'm gonna, because I haven't been hitting very well, so I'm gonna change target.
All right.
And I am going to, I think hit the range just above Aska.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Give it a go, see if this works.
Do it. You did it. Good job.
Plus 7 it hit.
Now die.
I would still never get used to you literally punching beams out of your hands.
So you punch so hard that you condense air like a freaking shotgun, blowing the goblin's head off from 15 feet away. That's basically what you do. You punch the air so hard you kill a goblin.
It's Azura's Wrath.
Okay. Then, if I'm not mistaken, it says when you take the attack action turn, use the special attack spot, you can spend 1 key point to make the special attack twice as a bonus action. So does that mean I get to do it 2 more times?
Yeah. Don't they have to be melee attacks?
No, I have to use this spell. Make the special attack twice as a bonus action.
Interesting. All right. How many key points do you have left?
I have 2 left.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'm gonna aim for this unconscious one. This little
Alright.
buddy. Yeah.
Go right ahead.
And hopefully hit.
That's a fucking natural 20. Holy shit. Roll your damage.
Okay.
He's gonna just become paste.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Oh my god. Alright, well, even with the tiny damage that you did, he's dead. Like, it doesn't matter what you would have rolled, he's dead. It doesn't have a lot of health.
Awesome.
Doesn't she still have that other extra attack?
Oh,
And then I guess I'll aim.
You do, but you'd have to move. I don't know if you want to.
I still have this one to use again, right?
Which one do you have?
This is using my extra attack, so I should use this twice as an extra attack. So
Yeah.
I guess I can aim for someone else, yes?
You could.
Okay, well then I'll aim for the one right above Anna.
Aim for the one someone in the fog. We need to get rid of them anyway.
Alright, okay, well, I'll aim for the one above the Owlbear.
Even if it's disadvantage.
You have disadvantage.
Yeah.
We need to start hitting them anyway.
wow.
Oh, you wrote 2 2s.
Jeez. All right. Well, you don't.
Well,
hit.
she did roll a nat 20 like a couple seconds ago. It was fucking bound to happen.
Okay,
All right.
never mind.
That's your turn. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, overpowered monk. Chicken Man, do it. Do all the things. You still have control over your 4 eagles.
Yeah.
You gotta go for the melee guy because I'm gonna move that
Whoops,
fire to
that's
death.
not what I wanted to do.
That's actually a good point. Can the eagles see through the fog?
It's a great question.
Are they magical eagles or are they just like regular eagle? What's the
They
scoop?
are magical eagles. There are some.
They could probably see through that.
I believe an eagle has keen senses anyway.
It does.
That's my point. Regardless of whether or not normally they can see through magic, I'm sure they can probably see through this since they are magic.
Yay, magic eagles.
Does commanding the eagles cost something? An action? Bonus action?
Probably a bonus action.
Yeah, they're gonna take that guy.
All right.
That poor motherfucker.
Do I roll or
Does it say whether or not these things have
They
hit
are-
points?
What?
they are
eagles?
friendly eagles?
All right. In that case, I'm assuming that they're just normal ass eagles, which means they only have 1 hit point.
They have
Probably.
3 hit points.
3 hit
Three.
points. All right. Either way. So
They have
I
keen
don't know if you
sight,
guys
not
have
keen
been-
senses.
I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but this goblin up here has not been doing anything this entire time. And when eagles come towards him, he's going to drop the chain that he had in his hand that was restraining the owlbear and take out 2 spears. And as they come within his damage range, he's going to make 4 attacks.
What's the AC of an eagle?
12.
well, so this could kill all 4 of your eagles. Whoops, that's a D12. There we go. Well, all 4 of your eagles are dead. As he just quickly stabs into the air into each eagle, basically skewering it on his spears, and then just stabbing both of those spears into the ground, pinning them to the ground completely motionless and dead. And then
What
they
is this, a
disappear
player-
into a burst.
Is this
of
a player character fucking goblin? Jesus Christ.
maybe?
Is this fuck you?
Maybe.
Is this me, John Wayne?
No, fuck you's a character that that Steve has made.
You mean that I and Steve have made?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's Steve's idea originally, so.
No.
Actually,
my
no.
idea
It
originally.
was
Oh, was it
Joe's
really?
idea
Yes, it was.
originally inspired by Choking You.
Yes. Choking you was Steve's idea.
Wait, which one's this?
This is the
one
goblin,
Fuck you.
barbarian
okay.
guy.
I do remember that.
Joe was the one who actually made the character, and he did it because we were making characters with pun names like Choking You.
However, no,
right.
this is not fuck you.
I do remember this now.
This is someone else. Anyways. So, he's just gonna stand there with a pile of feathers at his feet at this point.
I'm just gonna hit him with my quarterstaff then.
Alright.
Someone dispel that fog.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Can I
You have disadvantage, but it doesn't matter if that
Valid.
doesn't hit.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you could crit fail,
Hit,
wake
hit.
up the owlbear.
Isn't that fog?
No, he's unconscious, not asleep.
So in order to dispel the fog, we need wind. Hint, hint, I have wind. I just need a turn to do it.
Cool.
Wait,
I'm
if
done
you
with my
need to
turn.
is it a
Alright.
concentration spell?
Yeah.
Varian.
Are you planning on hitting me?
Do it.
No, because you can just dispel it any time.
It doesn't say that, technically.
You
No,
can just
concentration
dispel. Yes.
The whole point about a concentration effect is that you can at any point in time stop concentrating on it, and that
Alright, well,
dispels the
fair.
effect.
Yes.
You don't need to take damage or anything. You can just be like, I'm done with this spell. It requires me to maintain effort to keep it up. I'm just going to stop putting effort in.
Alright, well then I would probably stop putting effort into it, because...
That's the fog, I'm assuming.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I could continuously hold this knife 3 inches above the ground, or I could drop it.
Ass nah. Alright.
Ah,
It's dead.
now you want to take away the disadvantage, now that you can hit me.
Alright. Varian, do your thing.
Yay! Flaming sphere moves to fucking burn these motherfuckers.
You're gonna hit the owlbear there, too.
I'm just
don't
gonna
forget.
say
Nope.
this now. No matter what kind of damage they take, they're both dead.
Okay, I'm just going to.
So they're both incinerated.
And since it's going to be useless, I let go of concentration. So
Alright.
I could delete it. Pointers and okay, there we go. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one that's right next to Ascot.
Alright.
Okay. Does that hit?
Shockingly, you just watch as the Eldritch Blast kind of just goes over its shoulder.
God damn!
You
that
thought
guy-
you had him.
This dude has ridiculous armor. And that's my actions, because that was my regular action.
Alright. It is now his turn. He just stands there.
He just stands there. Okay.
Menacingly!
I don't like it.
Alright.
Alright.
Well, we got the
So,
one on the ground.
There is one unconscious on the ground.
I'm going to move over 1 space. And for
Okay.
my action, I'm going to give Aromi a hearty slap on the ass and give her 10 points of healing.
Alright then.
Ew.
I still can't believe
I'm gonna
you
give her a
still do
wink.
that.
Mummy's just gonna wink her.
Wink of death.
Varian wants to. Actually, I should have just walked away from that before in the previous turn.
You're next.
I will take it
You
to
should have
that.
made this character a long time ago.
Oh.
No, I'm going to use the dash action to run away.
Oh. I don't have any bonus actions I'm gonna do, so that is my turn.
Alright, that's fair.
I'm just gonna prepare
You
for
guys
action.
forgot that I had that planned.
No, I remember. I
actually-
just don't know when
No,
you.
I completely forgot. I'll admit it.
Astral, it's your turn.
Okay, so I mean, shit. I guess what I could do is
Would he get advantage on the guy that's asleep?
Yeah, no, he would have disadvantage because he's prone on the ground.
Mm.
no,
But I guess he is hidden and unaware, so wouldn't that just cancel out?
Yes, it would cancel out.
So it'd be a straight roll.
Alright.
I'll probably
You have advantage.
probably just use the sneak attack again. Where are you at? There we are. So do something.
Well, that's something. Does not hit.
Does
Wow,
not.
these guys have
Jeez.
ridiculous
Keep
armor.
in mind that you're
Nice.
supposed to roll at advantage.
Oh
Get
yeah.
One more roll.
One more roll.
Yes.
One more roll.
Fuck you, man.
Wow.
Hit wrecked.
Fuck. I'm gonna taunt the motherfucker.
Go right ahead.
Come at me, you slut.
He's asleep!
I'm talking about the guy next to Asgard.
Oh, that guy.
So
Yeah,
you're
he's
gonna
talking
use
about the
intimidation?
ridiculous guy.
You're gonna try to use intimidation to get him to attack you.
Yeah. Come at
All
me.
right. Roll
He's gonna
intimidation.
throw a fucking speed. He's gonna
where you-
throw a spear at you.
Or just skewer you to the tree.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god. So
So
Fuck
intimidating.
these goddamn rolls. and this
sensing
fucking game.
sensing your frustration, he just kind of smiles and ignores you.
Oh, I don't like it.
Fuck my rolls, dude. I don't know what. I think my game's bugged because I've been just getting shit rolls the entire
You
time.
ha-
Except for
have
that
been doing
one
a
time
lot.
that you murdered a guy who was one shot.
I've killed 2 people so far. That's all I've done.
This is one of the reasons why I prefer using my real life dice, which I
Okay.
have in front of me. I just haven't been using.
God damn. You should roll for me. Fuck this game, dude. Or fuck this program.
Do you want me to?
Derek,
Yeah. It might actually do better than what I've been
Derek,
doing.
just go online and buy a
I
set
got
of-
a natural fucking 20 in my first roll.
Told you. Fucking told you. The game's fucked, but whenever it's actual real life, it actually works.
Derek, just go buy a set of dice
The
online.
thing uses his
Set of
actually
five.
the
I'm
run
not,
away.
I'm not saying that you're not allowed to roll your own dice. Like, if you have your own dice, totally fine. Go right ahead.
I do not have dice.
Derek,
Get
they're like
dice.
$10 on Amazon
They're not
Alright.
10 bucks.
Maybe 10.
for a set of
Why-
5. You could get a set of 5 for $10 on Amazon.
It's 6. You need 6 dice. A D4, a D6, a D8.
No, I think he means
No, I'm
like
saying
5
full
full sets of dice.
Oh. Gotcha.
Well, there's like this 35-piece hologram dice set that's like $10.
There, actually, I remember not too long ago there was a set of dice.
Can we continue?
On,
We can talk
Geek
about
and
this
Sundry that was being sold for $20.
Okay,
It was
so
like 100 dice.
are we gonna use your thing or nah?
No, we're not, because that was just a joke, and I'm actually kind of glad that it was. Yeah, I rolled a fucking 20.
Yeah, I told you. Fucking.
Anyway, my turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat this guy's head in.
You can try.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna beat his head in.
Hey, Joe, does that hit?
I think the jig is up. You clearly see that your axe or your warhammer goes straight into his skull, but you feel no contact. It goes right through him.
He's not there.
What is that?
But how
He's
did he kill
not.
the eagle?
He's an illusion.
Oh my god.
That would explain that.
That
He
explains
killed my
a
eagle.
lot, actually.
He did kill your eagles.
Oh, illusionary self. What? Wait, there's a spell that allows your illusion to do.
Yes, there is.
That's
So upon
amazing.
seeing that, he just looks at you, slim, and just kind of waves and then disappears.
Yeah, I'm not exactly surprised. I kind of drove a warhammer, warhammer straight through what would have been his skull.
It should have killed him.
I almost played bowling with another head.
Yeah, you actually did not roll that well.
Huh?
You actually didn't roll that well.
No, I really didn't. But nonetheless.
He still has his offhand.
Yeah,
You
I
do.
still have the other weapon.
So
Which, for shits and
he
giggles.
goes away.
Hey,
Now
Joe,
we're just the one that is asleep, and Owlbear.
I mean, if you ran down and hit the one that was asleep, you'd have advantage on that. Maybe you'll crit again.
Maybe. I think we can break combat at this point.
Can I
no,
walk
but it's
over
totally
and pick
still
up the
ahead.
eggs?
The
2 eggs that got spawned at the beginning of combat?
Yes. Also, the rest of you actually see 2 chickens come into the little clearing that's here, and walk up to
Ascar.
Askar, and they are both wearing full armor.
The
Oh my
fuck?
god.
Okay.
Run! Fucking run!
Bird just like walks up to him and just goes, "Can you explain what is
I'm over here.
magic?" What? Wait, what? He jumped over the.
No,
He just-
he's been over
he
there
just-
because he went over there to collect the eggs.
Yes. He just turns away from you, not trying to explain anything to go talk to his chicken.
Fur is just like, who's moving the stuff around everywhere? Fur just looks very confused at this. Is like, okay, this is just weird. I'm going to check on the owlbear.
You may check on him. Which
Oh my
I should
God.
mention, it is a guy.
I'm gonna loot the fucking bodies.
Get rid of the crap. There's no reason to leave this up.
Wait, why am I with the
I can
goblins?
help.
So is it a medicine check to check on the owlbear?
Why can't I delete all tokens?
One at a time, I guess.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, there.
We got him. All right. So, it is thoroughly unconscious.
Is
So
there
no
any
more
injuries on
combat?
it that I could check with medicine?
Yes, we're done with combat.
Alright.
Should I heal the owlbear?
I was thinking the same thing.
You could do that.
Let me do a medicine check. First, let me see if that needs healing.
Okay.
Drag the goddamn dice. There we go.
All right. Well, it has breath. It can breathe, so that's a good sign. Other than that, it does not seem too out of the ordinary. You're not used to really talking and or seeing that many owlbears.
It has chains and shit like that on it, doesn't it?
Yes, it has chains.
Let's take these chains off and leave. Rather not stay when it wakes up.
I was gonna use my healing hands, or not lay on hands pool that I used earlier, but my actual angel ability of healing hands and give it 4 hit points.
I could do that as well.
Well, let's give it only the 4 in case it's immediately hostile.
Should I prepare speak with animals?
Sure.
I have it as a ritual anyway that I can cast.
Rituals take a while.
True.
10 minutes. Then
So
we could
yeah,
talk to it.
I'll go and I'll give 4 hit points to the owlbear.
All right. So, how about we do this and we say this is a short rest? Because if someone's going to ritually cast Speak with Animals, then it's going to be a little bit of a wait anyway.
I thought Asko was gonna do it as.
Ritual.
Oh, you're gonna do it
either
ritual?
as a
Okay.
I could do it
Yeah.
as a ritual. It really doesn't matter.
So short rest so everyone can heal up just in case.
Yes, I
Just
will
let me
definitely
heal
be
up
doing
my
that.
No missing hit points.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, am I the only one missing him?
No.
No, there's 3 people.
Oh, okay.
So while everybody else is healing, since I didn't really do anything, I'll do the ritual
And there we go. That should be enough.
because why not? Everybody else is Askar is healing, so I'll take the time to do the ritual.
know
while
what?
he's doing that.
I think I know what it was. I was just insanely drunk the entire time. That's all it was. That's why I couldn't
Unless
hit
anybody
anything.
has an objection.
Nope.
No.
Cool.
No.
So I can speak with the owlbear.
All right. So, after taking a short rest and allowing the spell to be cast, the owlbear is healed for the amount of HP.
Hit points.
I'm dumb and can't speak words. He stirs for a moment, and then his eyes open, looking up at all of you, and then looks to the person who is trying to communicate with him. Aurora.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were waiting for me or what.
Nope. I was
So-
wondering to see if you were going to start talking.
How are you feeling? You feeling better?
By the way, this sounds like screeching noises, so it's kind of painful for the rest of you.
Sounds
he
like
looks
an
up at
owl.
you-
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like an owl. He looks up at you and says, "I'm awake, so I must be fine."
What happened? Did they capture you or what? Let me rephrase that question. Did they hurt you at all? or
Well, I have pain all over my body, so I'm assuming they hurt me.
so I'm just gonna relay that to probably Anna. Actually, wait, don't we have an actual cleric?
No.
No, you don't.
All right, well then Anna, because healing and stuff.
I still have my healing hand thing. So.
Or, well, the group in general.
He does speak up again and say, I don't really remember what happened, other than that a bunch of goblins came into my cave and, yeah, did some things. I don't remember exactly what happened.
Well, we killed off most of the goblins. However, one was only an illusion, wasn't really there.
Hmm. Well, thank you for the effort, anyways. I'm going to go back to my cave if I can.
Any chance of getting some assistance in our upcoming fight against bandits? Since we're all going to be helping each other, I would presume.
I don't really know you people. I thank you for the assistance, but other than that, I just want to go back to my cave and sleep.
Fair enough. Have a good day. Anybody have any other questions before I completely...
Does he have a
I
name?
Know where to ban.
Yeah, we
What
don't know
about the
where to
little
send-
ones?
Yeah. Do you at least know where the bandit camp might be? You know these woods better than we do, I'm sure.
He says, bandit camp. Do you mean dwelling of humans?
Yes.
Well, there's a really old dwelling of humans up north, or upwards. He doesn't really know what north means. And just says, we don't usually go there. They hunt us.
All right. Fair enough.
Wait, is
Thank
he
you very
talking
much.
about the city?
He might be. He
Probably.
might not. We don't know.
Well, I'm thinking if he's saying there's a really old dwelling of humans and it's roughly north.
Where's
Is that one roughly north, by the way? Joe?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
that'd be Feldsmast.
Well, like I said, I'm not gonna bug it more than necessary. I
Does
don't
he have a
see reason to.
name?
What about the little ones?
Do you have a name or any young? We saw additional tracks.
Those would be my fellow cubs. Yes and no. We don't really bestow names. We usually just call ourselves brother and sister in this case.
Brother Owlbear?
Yeah, brother. Well, no, just brother or sister.
No, I'm thinking
Mother.
Brother
Stop,
Owlbear.
Steve, shut up.
Ha, 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 ha.
Would you like us to at least come check on your cubs with you, just for safety in numbers?
He kind of thinks for a moment and looks kind of sternly at you, and then says, "I don't want any harm to come to them."
No harm will come to them.
You swear that?
I swear.
From us.
And I look at the group, and I'll obviously, I'm gonna obviously be translating this as we go, because
I figured.
simplicity's sake.
Yeah, I wouldn't harm them if
And basically, I'm gonna kind of look at the rest of the group in general, kind of saying answer.
Oh, I would never hurt an innocent creature.
As long as we're not being attacked by them, I would leave them alone, really.
By the way, they would not understand him in return, so I guess I have to translate both ways. Cool.
Yeah, I'll just assume that you are. And he speaks back saying, "If you're going to offer, I'll take up on the offer. But if anything happens, I'm not the only owlbear in this forest."
That is fine.
Understood.
Oh, I
Alright.
never hurt baby.
So I just want to point out that spell only lasts 10 minutes, so we'll lose the communication during this trip.
Not really. You're literally only like a few hundred feet away from the cave.
Well, okay then. I guess we won't.
I mean, yeah, we
at
didn't
most,
make it
it'll
that
take-
far away from the cave
At
when.
most, it'll take like 2 or 3 minutes to get back to the cave.
Okay. Well,
By the way, just for this, like whenever we go check them and give them the help they need, so that we show a good face, should have let them know, hey, since we're good guys, we don't want any more trouble from any other owlbears. So could you put out a good word that this funky-looking group is not up to any bad deeds, so that maybe if we do encounter another one, we don't have to, fight it.
I'll translate it.
So
We're after
translating to you,
criminals.
he kind of says, "Humans are funny that way. When I say I'm not the only other owlbear in this forest, I mean I'm not the only other owlbear that is protective of its space. If you were to kill me and my young, other owlbears would not do anything about it. Much the same where I wouldn't do anything about other owlbears trying to attack you. That isn't my business. It's their territory, and they get to decide what they do with it."
Very well.
Well, I guess we'll have to kill some.
I'm not translating that.
Of course not. That's onto my own side of where it's like if push comes to shove.
I'll just whip them into shape.
Funny.
I won't
Sure,
kill
just
unless
all
I
we
have
can
to.
Use that one, huh?
Very just face palms at Anna. Okay. So back to
The cave.
yeah.
So heading back towards the cave, the owlbear is a little bit weak and can't really move that well. A lot of its energy seems to have been sapped from the fight that it endured. So walking to the cave, he seems very uneasy. And getting up to the mouth of the cave first, since he's leading the way, he immediately starts sniffing around to see if he can smell his brothers and sister, and immediately says something and says, "Something's wrong."
What is it?
What's going on?
I could smell something else.
What? And I guess I should. Well, the and isn't there. I'm gonna. Is it noticeable to the rest of us, or is that too weak of a scent?
You guys can't smell it.
Oh,
He says it smells dead.
Varian gets ready for anything to come out.
Ooh, I'm a paladin.
yeah.
You are.
I will use one of my divine senses.
Use them.
So as an action, I can open my awareness to detect. So I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me.
Okay. There are none of those within 60 feet of you,
Oh well.
besides the other Asmar and the Tiefling.
The owlbear said it smells dead.
That would have
Yes.
been. I was looking for undead.
I figured, but you get a sense of all of them. And you don't get
Within the
any-
same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, such as with the Hallow spell.
Ah, okay. You do smell that, or not smell that.
I smell that. Okay, awesome.
Divine
Specifically, you sense the cave.
Oh shit.
smell.
Is it
Oh.
consecrated or desecrated?
Desperate.
Figured.
In fact, you have never felt anything like this before in your entire life.
That's not good.
What is it, Anna?
Well, he said he smelled something dead, so I opened my divine senses for the presence of undead. I didn't detect any abnormalities with that, but I did detect that the cave has been desecrated.
At that,
How about we walk into the cave?
That's a good point. Aren't we in the cave though?
What the
You're at
mouth?
the mouth of the cave.
We're at,
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Ghost has dark vision. Actually, no.
Yep.
I'm going to cast the light cantrip and all that. Let me see.
Okay. So casting the light cantrip on what?
Let me make sure it's untouched. I'm going to put it on.
How about
Why
the
haven't
tip
you
of
put your
my
headphones
quarterstaff?
back on yet?
What?
Why haven't you put your headset back on yet? Are you still eating?
You don't. It's right next to my mouth.
You're very freaking quiet today for whatever reason.
Just
Are you
raise
sure
the
you-
volume.
no,
I
he
have
was
him at
quiet because I
160.
raised him up because he was so quiet.
Yeah, I have him at
Yeah.
160 now.
Espérate.
Oh.
I'm going to put it on my dagger.
Now he's better.
So immediately casting it, the light from your dagger illuminates the cave, and you didn't see it before, but now with direct up close light, the entirety of the inside of the cave is coated with a thick coat of blood.
That's
Oh
not
no.
good.
Is it Owlbear blood?
The owlbear rushes into the cave, and you immediately hear whimpering sounds.
I'll go in after him.
Same.
I follow.
Yeah,
George!
The owlbear is actually up on its hind legs, and is holding something in its paws.
Oh no, I can't
Oh,
take this.
Is
right
it a
now.
dead owlbear baby?
You walk up to it, Steve.
Yep.
Worse.
Worse.
It's two.
It's the pelt of a dead owlbear.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Fuck.
And there's not just one. There are actually a few in the cave.
oh my god.
Alright. I'm gonna go back outside the cave. Are there any, I want to look for any sort of tracks or anything that isn't Owlbear that might have been in here. And isn't us, obviously.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation?
Yes.
Alright.
I know I have a fucked up brain. So first of all, looking around, most of the tracks that you see are actually owlbear.
Yeah.
And again, the scratch marks that you saw on the trees were also owlbear. What you didn't notice before was that the owlbear claw marks that you had seen initially from leaving the cave that were made seconds before you guys got there,
Yeah.
those are actually not owlbear scratch marks, or at least they're not made by a living owlbear.
Oh no.
There is blood in the inside of the claw marks, and from what you can tell, it was as if the bear claw was being dragged forcibly down the tree. So something was forcing an owlbear paw to make a claw mark.
Joe, how many Owlbear pelts are there?
3.
How many of those ridiculous goblin things did we fight?
19.
4.
Oh,
Right.
ridiculous
That
stuff.
doesn't add up. Okay.
Necromancy.
Did they look even somewhat like they could have been owlbears at one point?
No.
Okay.
No. It's necromancy.
Or worse.
Could be something worse.
Could I? No, I can't check this and work because there's nothing to freaking examine right now.
So the owlbear puts down the pelt and goes to the back of the cave and rummages through a few of the rocks there and ingests something. You guys can't tell what it is, but immediately all of its wounds close and it stands up on its hind legs and sort of looks more human.
What the hell?
It's sort of.
It
Could
loses a lot of its fur on the chest region and its arms, and it shows a muscular body. It
Can
still
I
has an
make
owl
an-
for a head.
Can I make an arcane check on that?
You may.
Can I make a history check to see if I've ever heard of anything like that before?
Not a history check.
Nature? Or survivalism?
Nope.
Well, You disdain that it was some transformative potion of some sort. Other than that, you
Would
can't
I
tell
be
what
able
the effect
to
was.
do a religion check on the desecration?
You could.
Oh, wow, that's so great.
I was going to say I was going to help you, so you
There
have
was
advantage.
definitely evil shit here.
Yeah.
No, I was going to help. I have proficiency in religion. I was going to say I'm going to help Anna, so she.
Oh
has
well, then you would have advantage.
Okay, I'll roll one more. Nat 20!
Nat 20. There you go. So first of all, you get the school of magic that was doing this was definitely necromancy,
Figured.
and the desecration was actually done by a very specific spell. Usually, desecration is done by some kind of ritual of some sort.
Like
and
the
it's
Hallow
usually-
spell.
Yeah, like the Hallow spell. It's basically the opposite of that. However, this was not that. Not that. It was not a ritual. It wasn't a normal spell. Instead, this was the act of raising a natural creature from the dead,
Oh.
which is seen as an abomination.
Shit.
Knew it. Fuck.
Yeah.
You think this might be
Undead
connected to
have
those
been
things?
made here.
Specifically, you feel the essence of 3.
Oh.
So,
Just looks
I'm going to relay that I'm fairly certain the brothers and sister of this one have been turned into undead.
So,
The
who
owlbear
wants-
turns to all of you and says, "I'm coming with you." In common.
Oh.
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 Oh, Joe, I'm gonna start ritual casting Speak with Animals.
Why?
I want to talk to my chickens.
Oh, okay.
What other reason?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Fair
Oh my
enough.
God, that's great.
I want to explain to them what happened here, and they don't need to worry.
Yeah, they're just kind of clucking. Oh, I should mention that one of them is a rooster.
Oh shit.
So, everyone voting for murdering the bastard who did this?
Yep.
Obviously.
Is there any indication that, based off of our intel, that might suggest that it's the bandits?
You didn't hear of anyone doing such a thing, but you did know that the goblins had been stealing crops and certain
Damn it, Storm.
livestock animals from farms in the area. So
So,
it's possible that they could be using such animals for necromancy of some sort.
So I think it's best, like, since we still need to complete both of those missions, we're just speculating the fact that those goblins were the ones that we needed. We haven't completely confirmed that just yet, but we still need to find those two things out.
Oh, we didn't get a chance to examine the body corpses and that stuff.
We do need to see if they have some sort of encampment, though.
Because if it's them, because
Can I-
those freaking ores that might have been emanating from them could have been the necromancers doing, just controlling the freaking goblins. So those two might be connected.
Well, can I head back there and see if the bodies? I can investigate the bodies.
You may.
Okay, Romy, I'm going with you, since I'm good at that sort of thing.
So,
I'm gonna look for more evidence of goblins or the bandits or anything like that in the woods.
All right.
am I rolling investigation now?
You would have advantage, I believe.
Yeah,
Mix
I
up
have
it,
investigation.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
So you'd be rolling at advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
That's
Not
pretty
half
good.
bad.
All right. So looking about the area, you notice that most of the goblins have a similar symbol on their clothing or armor. It looks like the symbol of a black hand with a red eye in the palm of it.
That doesn't say magic or some shit. I don't know what does.
It's the red hand with the black eye.
Other way around. It's a black hand with a red eye.
Black hand with the red eye. My bad.
Yeah.
can she make a history check while I make an arcane check on the bodies?
You may. The other thing that you notice about the bodies is that the weird, creepy goblins that were undead have that symbol carved in their forehead.
Okay.
correctly in anything was a 13.
So all you know about specifics for that symbol is that most cults of necromancers have some sort of call symbol of some sort. You don't recall what that symbol is, but you glean from the context clues that that is most likely a necromancer call symbol.
Okay, can I do a history check on it?
You could.
Don't fail me now. Well,
It
it
Failed
failed
you
me.
now.
It failed you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You didn't even know that that symbol was a necromancy calling card.
Okay.
I already did a check, so I can't say I do a religion check now.
Yeah, you can't.
Like you said, I want to look for more tracks outside that, or any evidence at all.
Yes, you may.
I can-
Which skill am I doing?
That would be survival.
And am I getting help? 'Cause it
I
seems
can
like
help you. I don't have training in it, but I can help you.
I could do some investigation.
Go right ahead.
Oh boy, I forgot to roll advantage
Yeah,
anyway.
you
So.
did. Just roll again.
Hey, that's a lot
That's
better.
much better. All right. So, looking around, the tracks that actually the goblins had left behind continue deeper into the forest, actually in the northerly direction. And you also notice that these tracks have been left behind before. So it seems as though these goblins have made this trek before.
So are we saying that what he was saying about earlier about the freaking camp up there might actually just be a hidden camp in the woods?
It might be.
So do we actually know the location of the bandits?
You have no idea. All you know is that the instructions that were given were that they could be in this forest.
That trail that had the blue and red ribbons, was it close to where we're kind of heading towards? Like if we were to head towards the follow that trail?
That trail that you know of is the quote unquote main road that leads through here and runs along the edge of the
Well, that explains why the fucking ribbons are there, because that's probably what is fucking controlling the goblins. Might possibly, not for sure, but who knows. I'd like to do an investigation check on that. Yay! Fuck!
that amazing investigation check. Though.
I'm telling you, man, this game just does not want to give me a fucking roll anymore. God.
And me and Aromi are nowhere near to help.
I'm gonna just fucking. I'm just gonna walk back and think my life choice is over.
So, I'm going to check the area where the goblin had did the illusion.
Okay.
I use arcane check to see if there's any way to detect the way direction where it came from.
You could, but I don't know what role that might.
What's he looking for?
Arcana.
Yeah, because it was a spell. Trying to see if there's a way to detect the general direction.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone has detect magic. I know I don't.
I do.
I'm not a spellcaster.
Ah!
Hey!
No!
I was looking to see if paladins had the ritual casting
I
feature.
don't think they have.
They do not, so I have to use my last spell slot on it.
Sorry, love.
Can I use an arcane check in general to try to do that without just getting a general direction, not like an exact?
So you could try to detect residual magic in the area, but you wouldn't get a necessary direction. But you could continue to try to feel that magic. Like if you feel the magic in one spot, you might feel like in other spots the same kind of magic.
Right.
So kind of like
So,
a trail kind of thing.
Can I?
So follow the trail. So let me try.
I also
this.
learn any schools of magic that I encounter.
Cool.
So I
That'd
assume
be
I
just
detect
following the
necromancy
trail.
on the corpses
you would
of.
at least feel like the residual illusionary dude.
So I'm going to move about to try to start finding a trail.
It also leads in a northerly direction.
Looks like we're going in the northerly direction, guys.
It would appear. I have 10 minutes where if anything within 30 feet of me has magic, I see a faint aura.
Awesome.
And
so
I
the
know what
owlbear
school.
actually squawks up at this point, or squawks up, walks up and says, I don't know about all of you, but at this point, I'm just gonna go to their dwelling.
You know where it is?
It's north of here.
It's in the upward direction.
He literally points in the direction of north.
Hmm.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. Yeah, let's fucking get moving.
All right.
I'm going to
So-
make sure my crossbow is loaded first.
Okay.
Is the owlbear human naked?
No, it's kind of like a bear, but without a hairy chest or arms.
So it has like a human body, bare legs, and an owl head.
No. The majority of his body is a bear. His chest and arms are without fur.
Okay. Okay.
That's all.
Have you ever seen a naked bear? It's gross.
Basically.
Do we know if the bandits are in some kind of fortress or castle?
And they're pig, but an owl bear.
The owlbear literally just says it's a dwelling. I don't know what those words mean.
I would ask, is the dwelling made of stone or...
Aren't all of
Wood.
your homes made from stone?
Some are made from wood, some are made from other materials.
Well, this one has both wood and stone.
Is it large?
He thinks for a moment. I can't see all of it.
Well, let's just follow the magic track. Wherever the illusion.
Joe,
Yes.
I'm gonna cast origami
Oh, okay.
and make a samurai.
Cool.
Does he point in the same direction we are walking?
I forget what that does. To be
He
honest.
points to the nearest castle or fort.
Oh. Yes.
So that could answer our question.
A fort. Well, this is not going to be easy.
Castle
Indeed.
or fort.
Either way, it's not going to be easy.
And I don't have much of my higher magics right now.
I don't have any magic. I have one thing I can do.
I can
I
still
got
throw a neck.
two. And they have to. Well, one has to be a ritual.
So, I'm going to reiterate at this point what the payment was agreed to. And I probably should have mentioned this at this point, but I've just been kind of assuming that you guys would do it. But, or not do it, but have done it. So for the goblin job, for every goblin you kill, if you bring back a pair of ears, so a left and right ear, you get 50 gold.
Oh.
Sweet.
Oh, okay. So we've just chopped all their ears off while we're at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm
So-
assuming. I'm
Bandit.
assuming that Varian and I did that while we were investigating their bodies.
For the bandits, not the ears, but for every head you bring back.
I'm fine with this.
Yep. I have,
Wait, what? Say that again.
Every
Every
head.
head of a bandit you bring back, you get 50.
that goblin that I pinballed his head off. I want that whole head because fuck it.
I mean, hey, it's
I'm gonna
evidence.
take the entire head because I can.
I mean,
Keep in mind, they're
Alright.
gonna smell like hell.
can't really go around carrying all the
I
heads.
care.
I think one of us should have a sack or something. Oh, well.
I don't mind carrying a bag full of ears on your head.
I don't care.
So off the murdered bandits and goblins, motherfuckers.
We already killed the goblins.
Was
Not
that
all of
all
them.
of
No,
them?
not all of them.
Well, whatever. Let's go kill some more then.
All right. So,
Two
Leading
at
off-
most.
I have one question
yes.
before we continue. Can we take a very short break? Because I need the loot.
Yes, because it's already 7 o'clock, and I'm actually getting quite hungry as well.
Yay!
Okay,
believe-
so you guys are going in a northerly direction. I want all of you to make perception checks for me, please.
Yay!
Perception.
Everyone
My
rolls
perception's
ones.
been so good as of late.
Nope.
Oh,
I
that's
roll one.
wonderful.
No,
I
you
don't
just gotta
see
wait for
fit
me, that's
today.
all. I'm the one that rolls the ones. You can't take that away from me.
There we go.
That's my job.
Yeah, see, I got a 3. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Hey, me too.
What's this so? There's so abnormal amounts of threes.
I don't know. You guys really like
That's gonna be a
threes.
joke number now.
Joe,
think
before
you're
you
right.
even tell us anything, I'm going to real dice, so don't tell us
Oh.
anything yet, because I'm getting tired of these low-ass numbers.
The average ass fucking 10 or
And
whatever.
3 that we get all the time. 3 is practically the average of the group.
Practically.
It is the average of the group.
I'm gonna roll again on my thing just to see.
You want me to roll for you in real life? I got dice right here.
Okay, I'm done. I give up.
What'd you get?
Oh, the
I
three.
rolled a 3.
Yep.
Karma!
Yep. That's what you get for trying to cheat the system.
The system finds you.
And the system makes you roll a 3.
I'm not using that die anymore for the night. Where's a better one?
I mean, at this point, is it just fate?
Yeah, it's probably just fate. Anyways, so the only person that actually got above a 15, or actually no, there's 2 people that got above 15. I'm not gonna bring either of you to whispers because you're both above 15. And below 20. So leading the pack, the owlbear doesn't really say much other than a couple grunts here or there. But looking out in front of you guys, you do notice that the tracks start to become much heavier, and you also start to notice that there are also human tracks here as well. And eventually, the forest starts to thin out, and you come to a large meadow in the middle of the forest, which wasn't on any maps that you know of. So this must have been fairly recent. And off in the distance, you can see a hill that rises slightly into the air, and sitting atop of it is a fucking massive fortress. It
Whoa.
is absolutely enormous.
That's pretty big. Also, goblins and humans in the same place.
In terms of scale, I'll say from one end to the other end, it's a mile long. Roughly.
I don't have proficiency in history. So
I do.
Hey, Romy, do you know of any fortresses that were in this region?
Let's see. If I do.
Also, I lost my D20, so
And by fairly recent, I mean like no one has come to this area to map this out, so it wouldn't be on any maps.
Oh, so it's just, no one knows anything about it.
Possibly.
she rode. Did she glean any information?
I'm thinking. Historically, this forest has been protected by a few fortresses, but this fortress in particular, you have no memory of. Other than that, there might have been, maybe a few hundred years ago, a small Morton Bailey. It was nothing this size.
So,
This is closer to like the size of a citadel that could house hundreds of thousands of troops.
that's not good. And there's goblin tracks and humans tracks going into it.
Hmm.
I'm
You can't
starting.
tell exactly from this distance, considering you're like maybe 4 or 5 miles away, you can't really make out the details of stuff up close to it.
Is there... Okay, can we make a check to see if there's any paths that we could do to not get spotted as easily?
Nope. It is an open field.
Fuck.
That's the advantages of a field like this. If you build a castle on a hill, you can see for miles.
Okay, crew,
We're all
we're
gonna
sitting-
die.
This
I
is-
should mention that the owlbear has not stopped walking.
Oh, he's still just heading in.
Oh, fuck.
You guys are still at the edge of, like, not the edge of the forest. You're still inside of the forest, but he's not slowing down.
I mean, is there any way we can stop him? Pause him for a sec.
Who has the
can
best
try.
handling?
Okay, I'd like to try and stop him, like, get in front of him and put my hands up and be like, whoa!
Could I persuade
Well,
him to stop for now so we could come up with a plan of attack?
Pause a second, brother.
So he looks at you and just says a couple words under his breath. He doesn't really say it out loud, but when you don't move, he says it louder and says, "I am death."
Sign language.
Okay.
I don't want to live anymore.
Ah, fuck.
Okay, you're not gonna do any good to anyone or avenge anyone if you die straight away. You are walking out into a field where they could see us right from the get-go. Do you not think we maybe should be a little bit smart about this so that you can get somewhere before you die? Maybe?
I can't hold this form forever.
How long do you have?
I don't know. I don't know much about that. I just know that it lasts for a time, maybe
Could
a
I
day.
Could I make an arcane check to actually get an actual time?
No one knows the identify spell, do they?
Nope.
Barbarian. Just saying.
I'm not really.
Could I make an arcane check to see how much time we have with that in his form? Joe?
Joe.
I think Jedi.
I think he died.
Yeah, so could I convince the owlbear to give us let us have a long rest?
You could make a persuasion check.
Could I help with that?
That'd be. You're gonna try and seduce.
I have.
Well, no,
so
I still have
persuasion.
persuasion.
Do
Though I
you?
could try and seduce the owlbear.
No, don't do that. No.
Do it. I want to see it.
No,
Do
no, no,
No,
no.
no.
Okay, guys, let's leave the bestiality out of it.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not
it.
until
By
we
the
can
time
get-
we're done with this, he's not even gonna care.
Not until we can
So
get
I get
Rufus a
advantage?
9th level spell, so he can transform his chickens into chicken people.
Oh,
And then have
God.
sex with the chicken people.
Anyway, Oromi,
Yes.
you're gonna help me with proficiency in
Persuasion?
yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
+5 to it, by the way.
What do I have to
Plus
do?
7. No, I just have to take advantage of you just
Okay,
helping
yeah.
me.
Yeah, no, I was also offering to help you.
I'm very convincing.
I was gonna say at least you had that, because if you didn't, you would not have done that.
What, with the
I will
natural
get to
2?
the I will get to the answer next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I am
No.
going to let me just roll Eldritch Blast. Fuck it.
Dungeons and D,
Yeah.
you mean?
All right,
Dungeons and G.
so
Yeah, I think that fits Joe's armor class.
No, my armor class is 3 billion. Didn't you know?
Come on, that 20. Fuck you!
I hate you.
Take 6 points of damage, you motherfucker!
God damn it.
I critted the DM!
Oh my god.
That part's staying in.
You know what the DM says to that, bitch? Good night.
No.
Uh,
Don't do that!
Oh,
You
Joe,
make
either
notes,
way, before you
no.
actually get out, I need to talk to you. Because remember the thing?
Oh,
oh,
Lily, were you still writing your notes?
he was still writing your notes.
No.
You
I'm
ass.
sorry. I'll reopen the server.
Anyway, cut the recording anyway.